Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.
Flight Sports TV, that's where it's at.
Flight Sports TV.
What's going on, people? It's Flight Sports TV. I appreciate y'all for checking with me. Y'all already know what it is. We back with another one of them things. We appreciate y'all for tuning in with us on this Friday night, this wonderful Friday night. I hope everybody done took care of their festivities, or they on their way to the festivities. Hopefully that we could, be that bridge tonight, to keep the entertainment and the conversations flowing on this Friday, headed into the weekend. Man, I'm so happy to be here with the people. Ladies and gentlemen, we got so much to talk about around that NBA landscape tonight. Like I said, we got an NBA season fastly approaching, y'all. So we're gonna be touching bases with a few teams. We synonymous with the big baller brand here, but we do know basketball like the back of our hands. So when things that like this pop up and arise, pause, we have to, navigate through these situations, because this is very crucial. There's a situation going on right now in Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen. We got breaking news in the NBA. Dennis Schröder, yes, Mr. Dennis Schröder is making his return. Man, oh man, he should have never left. LeBron seems to me like he's getting the band together, ladies and gentlemen. The writing is on the wall. You don't have to speak. Actions are being spoken. And listen, Russell Westbrook, no matter how you want to slice it, I'm not trying to crucify Russell Westbrook. Russell Westbrook is a Hall of Famer. You understand? First ballot, one of the greatest players in the history of the game of basketball. I'm not trying to discredit LeBron James. LeBron James is the best player that I've ever seen. You understand? But you have to acknowledge the trickery going on right now in Los Angeles, the trickery. And Russell Westbrook has been caught in this tornado. Ladies and gentlemen, Westbrook could be looking at a bench role. And people could say competition this, competition that. I believe Russell Westbrook is behind the 8 ball already. Before they even got the two major acquisitions, you notice they just loaded up at point guard. But before they got these acquisitions, I was with the belief that they already had enough already. They traded for Lonnie Walker. I don't know how the hell they got Lonnie Walker, but they got him. I think they picked him up in free agency. I'm sorry. And then, like I said, I just felt like they had too many point guards already. You got a young player as well that's out there. I'm not sure what they're going to do with him and the Scottie Pippen Juniors of the world. Also, you have I know it's a point guard that I'm missing, and y'all can help me out. But the situation now with Dennis Schröder and Patrick Beverley was enough. I mean, I think Russell Westbrook tried to put a Band-Aid on the situation, on the bad situation. He knew that situation was rough and nasty, off rip. Somebody says, what band? Salute to Sky. We're going to get into the band in a second. I just looked at the chat. Salute to all y'all that's in the building. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge y'all. Shout out my man Slim, Ted, SMG. I see all y'all on here, man. Slim can hoop. But ladies and gentlemen, Dennis Schröder is back in Los Angeles. He played very well with LeBron James. These are the players LeBron wants around him. Carmelo Anthony broke the news a year ago when he stated that LeBron James was the GM, which we knew already. But this is not an indictment on LeBron James. I don't believe LeBron is 100% at fault. And we have to acknowledge Russell Westbrook putting himself in this shitty situation because only he did it to himself. When you come to Los Angeles and stink up the joint like this, the messed up part is they can't get nobody to take this contract and get equitable compensation or what they seem to be equitable. They really want to pull a highway robbery, a heist. You understand? And unload Russell Westbrook and get something crazy for him. They tried to get Kyrie Irving for crying out loud. You see what Brooklyn said? They said, "Man, get the fuck on." So they can't get off this contract. So what they're doing is they're just gonna move around him. As you can see, I'm telling you, the way it's looking, Russell Westbrook, it might be a few games where he might not even touch the damn court. He might be getting yanked left and right. They are not gonna put up with Russell Westbrook's bullshit at all. That's what they've shown me. They just need to let Russell Westbrook go and cut his ties and let him do something else because what it seems to be is going to be a quick trigger on Westbrook. Even if they was to start him just out of legacy reasons and respect, I'm just saying they one fuck up, he's out the door. Patrick Beverly is there. That's a LeBron guy. And let me tell you something. The way he defends, he gonna do whatever LeBron say. That's perfect. Schröder, LeBron got the guys that he wants. Westbrook gonna have to fall in line this season. I think last year Russell Westbrook tried to stand out, and it was only to his own demise. But the real heat needs to be on Anthony Davis and LeBron James. I believe this Westbrook saga is really, covering those guys because they truly have to step up. It's not what Westbrook would do or whatever. I mean, LeBron and Anthony Davis must show up. We all know the deficiencies in Anthony Davis's game. He's not the same player that he was in New Orleans. He's come to Los Angeles and taken a back seat when he should have been in the front seat. He's never healthy. So the Lakers are completely screwed. This is going to be a pivotal offseason that they clearly have shown. This season coming up, the Lakers are looking to get back. I think they got a team that could do some things if they're healthy. I could see the Lakers rising up in them standings and burying Russell Westbrook in the process. It's Flight Sports TV. Rave Kingdom, what's the deal?
Yeah, what's going on? What's going on? So glad to see y'all, man. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to everybody, man, to the panel. Um, this is news, especially for the Lakers.
Yes.
Man, Lakers always trying to find ways to uh they're always trying to find a way to, I guess, accommodate LeBron in the best possible way and their best way to compete again. Um, how the Lakers go. They just want to go back to winning again. I understand. I wish they never jumped the broom and
But at what cost? At what cost? Russell, go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry.
yeah, I wish they never jumped the broom and got rid of the young core. But
Oh yeah, that's really what was the court.
it's
What's the
all
real
how,
situation?
yeah, you could tell. I mean, you could truly tell. The young core was something. To be fair, yes. A lot of people say, well, the young core, they didn't have a championship like when he had AD. True. But you knew the young core was something solid and solidified that they could have for the future up and coming. And when you
Right.
take that away, you spend countless hours and spend countless time trying to sign this guy, sign that guy, sign this guy. Can we get a veteran? Can we get a rookie? Can we get a complimentary piece? You spend time trying to fill in the blanks that was already filled in. And that's what's going on with the Lakers right now. There's already now they're trying to you know what, Westbrook, we thought you'd be that veteran who can do this, do that, and then now we gotta get some different guys. Let's go get that boy Patrick Beverly. He's gonna play defense and pass the ball and shoot whatever he's gonna do. You know what? Let's just bring Dennis Schröder back because we did like his energy and we did like his presence on how he did the offense. So let's go get him too. My thing is, man, it's proven fact. It's a proven fact that you're spending your time trying to reconcile the fact that you gave up on the young core And now every season is going to be a continuation of, oh, the Lakers got to go get this guy. Lakers need these pieces on the bench. They just signed, they signed Malik
Because
Monk.
it's only a band-aid. They're only putting band-aids on the situation. It's just quick fixes.
Yeah, and when you put in these band-aids, and you know how band-aids work,
Right.
eventually they fall off the scab.
To be
They
honest
get
with
old.
you, this
They
shit could
fall
be
off
a
the scab.
disaster for all we
Right.
know.
It's to me, it's not a disaster.
It could be.
It's just being desperate. It's not a disaster because if it's a disaster,
What if this team don't win?
LeBron wouldn't be
What
there.
if they don't win?
KD wouldn't
No,
be there.
no, no. I'm talking about no, Rev. I'm talking about for this situation they doing. They putting a collection of guys together. They loading. It's a log jam at the
No,
point guard
it's still
position.
not a disaster. A
No. I
disaster
said
is
no.
more.
I said would it be a disaster if they did not win? Like let's say they get off to a slow start in the regular season. They lose
They
a whole bunch of games.
I'm saying it's not a disaster still because that was like last season, and people still feel, oh, because they was hurt, oh, because of this, oh, because of that. And LeBron needs more help on the bench. Westbrook, he sucks. Westbrook, AD always gets hurt. There's always excuses, so it's really not a disaster at all. Because that's why I'm disagreeing with it, because it can't be a disaster when they always have excuses. LeBron James right now can lead these Lakers to no playoffs another season, and they will always blame the around him. Instead of blaming the pure causation, the pure cause of this is him himself. You blame LeBron Ramon James. Why do you blame him? Because he said, I want the team my way. He said, I want the coach to be out of here replaced. He said, I want the young core traded for AD. He went out there and signed old Carmelo. He went out there and signed old Marc Gasol and all these old dudes. We're blaming Ramon James. But we can't blame LeBron James because these guys like to love LeBron, suck LeBron, LeBron. And they always want to ride him. Instead of doing that, sit there and actually put responsibility on his fault. He's the one who gave up on a solid bench and a solid pieces that cover up those gaps for just an injured AD. Will be getting injured again. But you know what we're gonna do this season? You know what we're gonna do this season? You know what we're gonna do this season?
What?
They signed Schröder, they signed Patrick Beverly. Watch everyone be blamed but LeBron. Oh, it's Patrick Beverly.
They got a barrier around him.
This is what they're gonna say. Patrick Beverly, right? He brings the defense, tenacity. He's going to scare people. This is the type of guy you want on your team. Sure, gotcha. Got it. Now watch when them say, watch the whole season long. Patrick Beverly, he can't really shoot like that. That's why they're losing. Patrick Beverly, he's kind of old. That's why they're going to win like that. Dennis Schröder, he's not really like that. He hasn't been like that since OKC. We're going to blame everyone else. AD, he always gets hurt. But, nigga, how about you blame the guy who signed all these people? How about you blame the guy who's the coach of these people? How about you blame the guy who was the office of this people, which is named LeBron Ramon James? But this chat and this panel and everyone else, whoever that does ride with LeBron, is going to always blame everyone else besides him. And
shit's getting downright scandalous.
LeBron is running around trying to find his point guard. He's trying to run around and find his shooting guard. He's trying to run around and find his small forward. Sir, there's no Chris Bosh. There's no Dwayne Wade. Sorry, there's no Ray Allen coming off your bench. That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to bring back history and bring those quality pieces that help you win. Sorry, Ray Allen ain't there. He's retired. Dwayne Wade, he's retired. Sorry.
And the West is a beast. The West is a beast too. That shit that he pulled out East, and it ain't gonna happen out there.
And look, please, God, I don't do the same thing with Lonzo because Lonzo ain't fucking releasing the entire team and then signing a whole brand new team and then blaming everyone else besides him. We even put blame on Lonzo before. We said, yeah, Lonzo should pass a little bit more, be aggressive a little bit more. But they act like LeBron does no issues, no fails. He's the one who constructed this.
We've been critical on Lonzo as well. We're the most critical on Lonzo, bro. Don't let nobody tell you that. You can't find a channel that have as many people with many different mindsets on Lonzo and the Ball brothers. Keep going.
Man, look.
We got debates. We got all kinds of shit.
They possibly could be pushing them out, or they possibly have some type of plan that they're trying to try once again this year. Or they're like, okay, let's just try this differently. Russell Westbrook, I think they said Russell Westbrook runs a little bit better outside of LeBron. LeBron kind of got his own thing.
So, salute to the chat, y'all, on this Friday night.
LeBron's a small forward. LeBron's a shooting guard. LeBron is the point playmaker, the shooter. So I don't think Russell Westbrook fits quite right next to LeBron. So that's why I'm sure they probably thinking about, hey, look, how about you come off the bench? We'll give you some pieces that's going to be right next to you on the bench. We'll give you then a shooter next to you. We'll give you a couple dudes next to you. And to see if you could just lead that bench. And we got our boy Patrick Beverly, AD, LeBron, and we'll handle the starting lineup. They're trying some type of plan. That's what, for me, how I see this. They're trying to start up a plan where you got one team and you got the other team. So when LeBron and the starters rest, the second team will go out there and cook while some second strings in there, and it'd be some second strings on these teams versus Westbrook. So your second strings will be probably playing against, Russell Westbrook and whoever else is going to be with him. That's what's going on. And they're hopefully going to try to find a way to try to win again. Will it work? In my mind, no. I'm sure they want to work. I understand. I'm sure they want it to work. But Russell Westbrook has to go. LeBron has to go. Anthony Davis. Man, y'all already know. I'm not gonna repeat how I feel about this Laker team.
Well, how you feel?
It's gotta be blown up and remade. Simple as that. I've said it. I'm not even gonna try to explain it. You can go back to my other the other videos how I explain that. I'm not about to get all mad and talk about how I truly feel about our Lakers. Because honestly, if it was me, the GM, I blew the whole place up and remade everything. Because they disrespect, and the disrespect, they already disrespectfully changed the Staples Center to the what's the Bitcoin Center? What's it called?
Crypto, yeah, crypto.com.
Crypto Center. Nigga, it's already disrespectful. So I like I said, if it was me, this whole shit would have been blown up. I already did the whole thing.
Why you feel that's disrespectful? By saying it's crypto.
As I said, I'm not explaining that. I already explained already. They've made a jokes about this organization. They have changed everything about the organization. They want to do it their own little fucking way that's not clearly fucking working. And crypto, it was Staples Center. The Staples Center.
I mean,
that's where the bread and butter, the heart, the legends have played on.
Who's in charge of the team?
You don't.
I'll tell you why they're doing that.
They'll change it to Crypto Center, man. You're already being disrespectful. Come on, man. You told me Kobe retired, and now he died, and you gonna name it the Crypto Center?
That was a money move, bro. That was a money move.
I know it was a money move. With the Lakers, there's always a money move.
Because of who? Because of Nipsey?
No, I said it was a money move. Money move.
It's always a money move.
That's changing the arena. That arena was too legendary. That's like them That's like them changing the name of the Madison Square Garden or some shit. That's crazy.
I mean, I feel you, but if you got like $1 billion deal,
or the United Center, those
names
names should never change.
But I know that, but it's like I said, it's I get you, but ain't no telling what the numbers was talking about. Well, that's how they did that, you know. But I feel you.
Man, look, man. Yeah, somebody go ahead and talk about this right now because I don't want to get pissed off again. Go ahead. Somebody talk. Boy.
Well, what you think about the situation unstoppable? You know, this Lakers situation is getting crazy. You know, they just signed Schröder. They're just coming off the Beverly situation. I forgot they had a Hall of Famer, you know, at point guard.
I think they did just for insurance, just in case the thing don't work out with Westbrook. If they can get lucky and get a trade off of a trade that they can just have Schröder be the backup or actually be the starter, and they got Patrick for backup. But I just see it as insurance, bro. That's all. They don't need it too much. But they got him for a good deal. Schröder is a pretty good point guard. I mean, he ain't the best out there, but what he do, they got him for a deal. You know, good playmaker, play defense. You know what I'm saying? He shoot better than Patrick and Westbrook, I think. Right?
What's good, Flight Sports TV family? What's good?
Whatever you did.
What's up, Zen?
Sure. What's good, Zen Master? Salute to the legend, Zen Master.
What's going on with y'all, man?
You not subscribe to the Zen Master, man. Something's wrong with you.
That's what it is. Thank you, Flight.
That's it.
I see y'all talking about these punk ass Lakers.
Oh, these sorry bastards.
Oh man. I like what they're doing. They're putting the pressure on Russ. And that's exactly what he needs. He needs to be knocked off his pedestal a little bit.
Yeah.
Russ.
Yeah.
What pressure? I mean, if they not letting him play his game, I mean, what you gonna do?
What do you mean what pressure?
I mean, listen, Ray, that's like me. I'm about to tell y'all, that's like you got a certain skill set of doing one thing. And I had you come over here and I bring you to my franchise and I take you out your skill set. That's one thing you real good at, fam. I don't expect you to be good, bro. So if they not gonna let him play his game, what I'm saying is they not gonna let him play his game, they just need to go ahead and either cut him or trade him.
They both know that before he became a Laker. Didn't everybody know that this was going to happen?
Oh, of course, everybody do that.
All right, so pay the man his money and carry that albatross on your neck for another year.
Hold on, that's what happens when you try to stack the deck or whatnot, and you thinking, okay, we're gonna do it this way, and wind up not working. But like I said, I'll be a hypocrite if I try to put all the blame on Westbrook because we doing kind of what folks always do when it comes to LeBron James. No disrespect to him, but we always try to make somebody else the fall guy. You know?
Exactly.
Exactly. You know, right. He asked for him. He wanted to trade for him. They made the trade for him. Which I always said I don't think they should have got Westbrook. I always said I think they should have got Buddy Hield, but I feel Buddy Hield would fit in the LeBron James system the best. So they just gotta, just cut the man, pay the man to cut or trade him.
It never makes sense to have another ball dominant player around LeBron James except for Kyrie Irving. Only one.
Let me say this.
This shit is crazy, Zon.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. Listen, I just feel like for me, it's pressure on Russell Westbrook a lot because you gotta understand that Russell Westbrook is not getting any younger. And it's already bad enough that they're calling him Russell Westbrook. It's already bad enough that he has now been on multiple teams. It's already bad enough that he's not even going to retire on a team that he can say that he's done so much for the franchise. Yeah, he did so much in OKC, but man, they got rid of him. So, and now he's on the Lakers. He's on the Washington Wizards. I mean, what's the next move that he's gonna go if Lakers get rid of him?
He does not play.
Westbrook don't give a F.
He does not play winning basketball. That's the bottom line.
Are you talking about Russell Westbrook?
Yeah.
Listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, am I saying he's not talented enough to still be on a team? No, not what I'm saying. He still can probably be on the team. He can still probably do some things still. He's still Russell Westbrook, and at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is, at his age, at the point of the career that he is at right now, considering that he's on his, he's a top tier, one of the top tier veterans that will always be remembered for these young cats. You're supposed to retire from the NBA peacefully. He's about to retire
ugly,
stressful.
But it ain't his fault though.
It's not the right way to retire. See, how come team to team and nobody wants you, nobody will pick up your contract, nobody knows if you're going to be a brick or a god. It's like, I'm sorry, that's not a good way to retire.
Yeah, it's like dying without dignity.
Somebody gonna pick him up.
Right?
No, nobody at midseason when he's got 19 million left, maybe at midseason, and that's probably what the Lakers are doing. They're probably trying to set themselves up for midseason.
Look, bro, if Russell Westbrook somehow they agree to a buy or whatever, somebody gonna pick him up.
I know.
Like I understand.
I'm not saying nobody wants him. I said he still had the talent to be to be useful on a different team. That's not what I'm saying.
San Antonio.
This is not the right way of doing things.
They should send him to San Antonio.
You don't retire hopping team from team and being stressful, bro. Calling you Russell Westbrook as you retire. Imagine you retiring unstoppable, and they give you the nickname Brick. And you trying to retire? You've been in the league for years.
Oh, he's had that nickname. He's had that nickname since 2012, though. That ain't new. Skip Bayless coined that in 2012.
Depending on how your attitude is, if you got thick skin, bro, I wouldn't give a fuck. To be honest with you, man. I mean, that's just something like Zen said. He been having that nickname for a while. You know what I'm saying? I mean, and then it would be nice for him to redeem himself, but he can't redeem himself on the Lakers because they're trying to make him an off-the-ball player. That's not his game. Not his game at all. So what they're going to have to do is, like I said earlier, they either going to have to come to an agreement to let him play his game, or they're going to have to cut ties. And I think if he have to cut ties, when you say cut ties, you say, you know what, I'm going to hang it up. I mean, you really can't blame him for the bad play he had with the Los Angeles Lakers.
I can. You want to know why I can blame him? Because he never developed a jump shot. A reliable knockdown jumper. He never developed one. And he can't lean on it now. Like every other great player in their 30s, you better have a jumper or a turnaround, because once that athleticism is gone, if you can't hit a jumper, that's your ass.
He still has athleticism, but it's not as
he ain't the same
as it was in the OKC days. I'm just saying.
Nah.
Look, we have to agree that the whole time he's been with the Lakers. Actually, you only seen probably like one sample size of him. Actually, a couple of games how he plays, and that's when LeBron wasn't playing. I believe AD was out too. He actually did pretty good, but that's there, man. Bro, you can't expect somebody to just all of a sudden turn into an off-the-ball player, man. And damn near their whole career they've been ball doctors now. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean,
Russell needs to be in LeBron's position, which is a point. In his case, it would be point guard, and he needs to be the setup guy for the shooters, just like LeBron is the setup guy for the shooters for the Lakers. He needs his own team to be that guy, or it just don't work, because he's not going to be a sit around, pass me the ball, shoot kind of guy. And when you play with LeBron, That's what you need to be. Because Bron's going to have the ball in his hand. So you need to be ready to shoot on the spot or create in the last 7 seconds if Bron can't get one. You need to be able to do either make magic or, like I said, in the last 7 seconds, because Bron's only going to have the ball and 90% of the time you got to be able to hit a jumper.
Dan, quick question, man. What team do you think he would fit perfectly? Or they should consider maybe to make a trade offer to, because we know it ain't the Lakers. So what do you see he'll be a good fit?
Could you say that one more time?
What do you see Russell Westbrook being a good fit at? We know
San Antonio. San Antonio, because Pop will force him to play system ball.
Hey, yo, Zen, let me say something real quick, man. It's Phonics, man. What up to everybody out there, man?
What's cracking, Phonics?
Flight, what up? Yo,
what's good, Phonics?
What's good, B? Yo, I hate the current news cycle, man, because they've been allowed to blame Russell Westbrook for all of the Lakers' woes over the last season. That's just not the case, man. They're not a good team. They don't gel properly. Bringing back Dennis, what's his last name? Funny looking dude. Schröder, yeah, Schröder. That's not going to help. Patrick Beverly isn't going to help. They are probably like the fourth best or fifth best team in the Western Conference. They're not winning anything.
That's a compliment.
It all comes down to Anthony Davis, man. It all comes down to Anthony Davis. Period.
Come on, man, stop it, man. That dude. If it comes down to him, then you have nothing. He can't stay healthy.
That's what it comes down to.
They not fourth or fifth, bro. I can name 4 or 5 teams better than him right now.
Trade him, man. And the only reason I said that is because we don't know what we're going to get with Denver. Utah got blown up. They're a wrap. I still think it goes through Golden State, man. Bottom line, the Lakers is a joke. And I ain't never counting the Clippers in because those two so-called stars can't stay healthy either.
Exactly. They're high risk. Clippers are high risk.
They get their key pieces back. One of their key pieces. Murray.
Again, he's coming off a catastrophic injury. Let's see. Every player isn't the same, bro, when they come back from those kind of injuries.
It usually takes 2 years, to get fully back, especially from a break. I don't think he had a break.
They're going to be in the same position they got, bro.
Okay, what's that? You get in the playoffs and you going in the first or second round? I mean, cause, you know what I'm saying? Because Joker is a joke. No pun intended. I don't see it. I don't see it, man. I don't like that dude's game. I don't see it. It's boring. I'll just keep it real. It's boring.
No weaknesses, man. None.
It's boring.
He ain't showing a lot of athleticism and all that shit, man.
Right.
He's 7 feet tall. He ain't got to be athletic.
I agree with you on that. You're absolutely right. I agree with you on that. Yes, you're absolutely right about that. But I like Dallas. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what Dame could do in Portland. Don't laugh at me. Let's just see what he can do. I still like
laugh at you. We can talk about Portland all day. That's where I am.
Houston is up and coming.
That's his team.
But I have little to no respect for the Lakers. They're a joke organization at this point, and it's very shameful.
I still cannot go there. I cannot go there. LeBron James and Anthony Davis are on a basketball team together. If they are healthy, they're a threat to go to the finals no matter who's around them, period.
But we know that AD is not going to be healthy for an 82-game season.
I agree with you. But if he's healthy at the right place at the right time, it could happen, period.
It did happen. And that was 2 years ago, 3 years ago now?
That was exceptional circumstances, and I don't count that championship necessarily. I put an asterisk on that.
Skip Bayless.
Well, I mean, just like you said, if homie wouldn't have 4 months off, would he have been healthy for the finals? That's a big question mark.
Right. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, look, man, like I said, the Lakers at this point, they're a joke. You know what I'm saying? They're going to always be an attraction because they're the Lakers, but they just don't have the team. Whether it's the starting five or the bench, I just don't see it, man.
LeBron.
I don't see it.
You got LeBron.
I believe in LeBron. I believe in LeBron. I believe in LeBron. I believe LeBron is the best player of his generation, hands down.
Me too.
So I believe agree they need to blow the team.
Well, I would say Steph Curry. So
the only reason I wouldn't, and I'm gonna say LeBron, because LeBron is indestructible, man. That guy is indestructible, man. He's had a stellar career. He's Iron Man. You know what I'm saying? And for him being as big as he is, what he can do on the floor, I mean, he can't shoot threes like that. He's just an exceptional player, man. You know.
I mean, Vince Carter played 22 years.
That's true, but Vince Carter wasn't the same Vince Carter that he was at the start of his career as way he was when he ended it. He was an
LeBron ain't
explosive.
either.
Yeah, but
LeBron
LeBron.
if here's the thing you're gonna see.
You being
If the
disrespectful.
Lakers have any success and make it to the playoffs this year, here's what you're gonna see. Because this is what happened the last time they were in the playoffs. End of the third quarter, LeBron gets gassed. He stops driving the basketball and starts jacking up threes, and his minus goes way up. He starts losing the game for him.
How old will LeBron be in December? How many finals appearances have LeBron made?
Last season, LeBron played with absolutely no pressure almost the entire season. No expectations and no pressure.
I disagree with you.
He played against a ton of second units. I watched the Lakers all year.
I disagree with what you just said.
What?
Every year LeBron plays, there's pressure. Because he
not last season when after AD went down, they knew they wasn't going. LeBron said it himself. They outed LeBron for saying we know we ain't gonna win this year. He said it.
But y'all keep
in
saying,
like January.
Oh, look, what they should have did was got rid of AD and got a bunch of draft picks and shit like that, and try to maybe get 2 solid players from whatever teams they was going to do a trade with. I would have got rid of that man.
You got the same problem with AD that you got with Russ. Nobody wants them right now. You got to make them at least palatable and marketable.
But you know what's so disrespectful?
Right.
The reason that the teams don't want Russ is because of the media. Russ is not a bad player.
Man,
he's a great player.
Bro.
He plays with energy. I'd take Russ any day over damn near half the league.
Before he started playing under control last season, he was a mess. Before those last 30 games, he was a fucking mess. Turnover galore.
And then a lot of great players like that.
Oh, no. I mean, he was doing. You saw the dumb shit. I know you saw the blooper reels.
Of course, but you don't think that got to his psyche too? He never got a chance to get to really get
you too deep in the league. You ain't no rookie. You ain't no rookie, and you're at home. Stop with the excuses. He's at home where he always wanted to be, wearing the colors he always wanted to wear.
So was Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. We ain't seen nothing out of them yet. We ain't seen nothing.
They didn't play 80 or 79 games last season. We saw him play 79 games last season.
Look. I bet you this. They're gonna eventually get rid of Russ. He'll be good on another team, man. I promise you that.
Mid-season.
You know what I'm saying?
If Schröder is performing, who else did they just bring in? If Pat Bev's going to perform, so that's going to put pressure on Russ. Russ may shine.
And then
I'm not ever going to write these guys off until I see it.
But the Lakers don't make good moves. I was watching Rich Hines basketball, and I seen John Wall. He looked good.
Yeah, it's always easy to look good on clips, though. I mean, I try not to get too caught up.
He looked good, bro.
Bro, I'm looking at Shaedon Sharp right now.
Nah, man, I was watching him run, man. Nah, he looked good, bro. He looked healthy. He looked strong. Nah, man, I think he's going to make an impact, man. I think he's going to make an impact with the Clippers, man.
You got to be careful with those workout videos, man. They hype you up like that.
They're doing an open run. They doing an open run.
Still.
NBA competition. How you figure?
Yeah, well, I mean, that's a good scenario, I suppose.
Yeah, you got Patrick Beverly out here, too.
Yeah.
God, his dribble game is horrible. He from Chicago? Wow. Why he hit a 3 and he had like he was the man. We'll see. I think he'll be more of a distraction than anything in LA. He'll be a distraction.
Who? Russ?
Beverly.
Oh, Bev? Nah, Pat Bev he gonna work. That's what Pat Bev do. That dude got to the league the hard way. I believe in him. If nobody else, I believe in Patrick Beverly on that team.
I don't. What number team is this?
Don't matter. Everybody wants him.
I'm just asking a question.
Everybody wants him at some point because when you play, he's one of those guys you don't want to play against. You might not love him, but when you're playing against him, damn, this dude's a pain in the ass.
He's a pain in the ass, but his defense is overrated.
I don't know, man. Rodman had a certain little Rodman ability. A little Rodman ability.
I let you get away with the Vince Carter, LeBron James comparison. Stop being disrespectful, bro. Stop being disrespectful. I don't know how old you are. But
I'm 50.
Okay, well then you don't sound 50.
He got a little Rodman. I ain't saying that.
Disrespectful. No, he had Rodman.
Let me
None.
land.
Land the plane.
The attitude is there. He ain't 6'10". He can't, he's 6'8", I think Rodman is. He can't get to the rim like Rodman, but that dog ass attitude is there.
No, it's not. He's an antagonist. He has a little man complex. Dennis Rodman was just dominant. He was on them boards, man.
Dennis Rodman was a specialist. He was a specialist.
Exactly.
Nobody could. If Dennis Rodman, if you shot the ball when you shot it, he knew if you missed where the ball was going to go, like when you released it.
And Patrick Beverly, I mean, like I said, his defense is mediocre. Again, man, the Lakers, man, they're not going to do anything this year. I feel very bad for LeBron. He should go back to Cleveland because this is just very embarrassing at this point.
I saw Pat Bev D up LeBron in the playoffs, 6'1" versus 6'8", and strip him barehanded on the 3-point line.
Okay. So that doesn't happen.
I'm just saying, the dude, he's got a reputation for this. It's how he got in the league. This is the player that he is,
bro. And like I know, defense is not really what it used to be in the NBA. Let's just be real. The top stars don't even want to play defense. All that two-way player shit, I don't want to hear that, man.
We just saw Golden State do their thing. Like that. We just saw Golden State do their thing. And a lot of that was the defense they played against Boston frustrated Jason Tatum. I mean, defense shows up in the championships. You gotta have defense in the playoffs and in the championships. It's going to show up. I just think Patrick Beverly has the kind of attitude as somebody who's been on a lot of teams. You want somebody like him on. He may not be the sharpest pencil in the box, but that motherfucker gonna try.
Okay, so give me an over and under for the Lakers right now for the season, just season.
They're a 500 ball club.
Wow, really?
Yeah, but I give them a chance depending on health. I just don't believe they're gonna be healthy.
We can't do that though, and nah. We can't do that. That's not our problem. That's not other fans' problem. That's not the NBA's problem. You know what I'm saying? I just want to know what I'm saying. If they're healthy, they're healthy. And if they're not, they're not. It doesn't matter. But I know what I'm saying. I give them. I'd say I'm gonna say they're 15 games under 500. Yeah, I have no faith in them. I just don't. I feel like LeBron is stuck in a situation. I feel like he's buying his time. You know what I'm saying? Until he talks to the commissioner, and the commissioner agrees to draft his son, who is trash, and he drafts him, and then they're gonna go somewhere play for LeBron's like last season or maybe 2 more seasons. He's just buying time right now. He doesn't want to do that.
Yeah, but he's still in amazing condition. He's still playing at a high level. He's not what he was, but 80% of LeBron is better than 80% of the league.
I agree with you totally. Again.
It's one of those situations, bro.
But you're talking about physical. I'm talking about mental.
Yeah, I just think he is supreme in most regards. He's supreme, and I never will write him off.
No. I don't think you're following me. I'm not writing him off from a physical standpoint. Okay. But what's going on with LeBron is the same thing that just went on with KD.
You think he's mentally checked out?
They're not used to losing. That's why KD wanted to get the hell on.
I don't think LeBron checks out mentally. Like last year was the first time I saw him really be like, all right, well, this season's done.
If he can't build the team he wants, hell yeah, he checks out. That's why he left Cleveland and went to Miami. Yeah. If he can't build the team, he's gone. Yeah. I mean, that's my biggest criticism, in fact, versus Jordan, is that he runs from the grind a little bit. But this is where he's going to be. And he's still, as he said, chasing the ghost. I believe he wants to win 2 more championships so he can say he did it. Mm-hmm.
I believe that.
I mean, again, though, we have to understand something with Jordan, and I think people be missing this. A lot of stuff is about time, luck, and opportunity. Jordan he played with some great players, man. Some great players.
Stop it. LeBron's played with over 50 All-Stars. Jordan played with 8.
Hold on.
Jordan had one All-Star teammate for 6 years.
Hold on, homie.
LeBron's had a slew. Stop it.
Hold on. You're talking about All-Stars, or we talking about great players? Because when I'm talking about people like a Luke Longley or Tony Kukoc or Craig Hodges,
they weren't great players. They weren't great players.
They were great at that time.
They were great because of who they were with. Those guys, you could plug and play just about anybody. Once Jordan leveled up for 90-91, that was it, bro. Once he hit that gym that summer, after Detroit put it on him and he hit the gym, that was it. Him and Pippen. And then he said, you could watch the interview. He said, Pippen joined me in the gym, and we go every day, and this is what made the difference.
Okay, but besides D-Wade, Bosh, you know what I'm saying? Who LeBron really had, man?
Kyrie Irving.
Okay, come on, man. Come on.
That's the reason he went back to Cleveland, is because Kyrie Irving was there.
Okay,
and then he got Kevin Love.
Are you serious?
And then he had Zdrunas Ilgauskas.
Are you serious?
He had a ton of all-stars.
Are you serious?
He's played with 50 all-stars.
Come on, man.
Yeah, Zdrunas Ilgauskas wasn't no slouch. I'm an advocate for some of them guys on that first Cavaliers.
And man, rest in peace to his wife, man. His wife just passed away.
Rest in peace. Mo Williams was slouch.
Nah, Mo played here in Portland. He was the fucking bomb.
Joke, especially at that time.
Yeah, y'all write off his teammates, but swear to God, Luke Longley was some god. Are you kidding me? Luke fucking Longley. Come on, man. This dude won with Bill Winnington. You don't even know who Bill Winnington is. Bill Winnington?
Bill Cartwright.
Come on, son.
You know what I'm saying?
2-3
Steve Kerr.
Steve Kerr. Who got what? Steve Kerr got like 7 rings or some shit like that.
Damn, man, who's my boy? Ron Harper.
Ron Harper, after his knees was shot.
Wasn't Stacey King there too?
Stacey King, who's a high draft picked out of Oklahoma. I remember that boy.
I just look, man. It's just like I said. It's just really embarrassing. Like, you know, for a team like the Lakers, rest in peace to Kobe, what he left, the legacy that he left, and you know what I'm saying, what he built there. And now look at them now. They're just scrambling to get players. They're recycling players. What did you bring back Schröder for? You didn't want to pay him the first time. Well, no, you did want to pay him a little bit, but he didn't want to take the bag because he was quote unquote betting on himself. Now he's back there after his little time in Boston. I mean, it's just, I don't know, man. I don't know. It seems like
how that work out.
Could you imagine going back to your old job for less money than they offered you 4 years
ago? Right. That's a good point, bro.
Bro, I could not.
Right, bro. That's
play anywhere but LA. Anywhere.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. That's embarrassing, man. And it's just like, you know, I just feel like the West is too strong. They can't compete at that level, especially in the postseason. They can't deal with Phoenix. They are still a problem. They're a major problem.
Yeah, especially if Aiden is happy and settled.
I believe he is. I believe they're going to come back stronger than ever. But they got to start figuring out how to go all the way. Yeah, I just think at this point LeBron is just buying his time, man, so LeBron can get in the league, man. I don't think it's necessarily about winning at this point. Of course, he wants to win, but I think he's a realist and he's a very intelligent man. He's looking at the other teams and how they're loaded. And he doesn't have nowhere near that talent on his team. And then he knows AD can't stay healthy.
He knows he fucked up when he got Russ, so he gotta live with it. He can't until Russ is gone, unless Russ changes, he can't. And he knows that. And he's stuck with him, and he knows that. And Lakers fans are just frustrated. But this is what it was gonna be. From the day that he signed, this is what it was gonna be when you sign Russell. You can't have these two on the same team.
Nah, not with somebody like him who needs the ball all the time. You know what I'm saying? You can't change his way of play, and I don't know why Darvin Ham. I don't understand what they think they're doing. Like somebody who's already established himself in the league and all the accolades he got playing that way. How do you think you're gonna change him? I don't get that. It's impossible.
I mean, he just had a big humble year. So if I'm Darvin Ham, I sit him down like I sit on my own channel. Look, Russ, you still have the athleticism to be Defensive Player of the Year. Go lock everybody down. Don't worry about shooting. Let your offense come to you. You're the fourth option on offense on this team.
If I'm Darvin Ham, I'm gonna steal a page out of the Warriors book. And you know what? We're gonna scrap this. We're gonna pass the ball. We're gonna pass the ball, man. We're gonna just pass the ball. That's what we're gonna do. Whoever's open, we're gonna pass the ball.
So you want LeBron to play an actual system offense?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No, because that would sacrifice his stats. He ain't gonna do that.
I agree with that because he need that scoring title.
He need that the scoring title.
Yeah, he need that.
You know, he don't just want to break it. You know, he want to break it and make sure it's broke.
Yeah, I just feel like LeBron, KD, they have that same mentality. Like they like, yo, if you get me on your squad, B, we only playoffs, finals, and championships. I'm not here, you know what I'm saying, to go and get swept in the first round. You know, and KD gonna have a decision to make after this season. I mean, I know he's still under contract, but you know, I think he really needs to change things, man. You know,
The Nets, depending on how successful they are
they're not
or
gonna be
unsuccessful they are, they might just mid-season trade his ass like when he's not expecting it.
True.
You know, oh, we got a package for you. Bye.
True. I don't think they're gonna be successful. I don't think they're good enough the way they're constructed. You know, and
you know, we got to see what Ben Simmons does. That's it. It all hinges on Ben Simmons, I would say. And Kyrie being Kyrie, he's the Russell Westbrook of the Nets.
Mm-hmm.
He's more like he's more like the AD of the Nets because when he's on the court, he's amazing, but you don't know when he's going to be on the court.
And yo, I can honestly see him out the blue, bro, retiring out of nowhere. I don't see him playing in NBA long term. I don't see it.
He don't like it enough.
Yeah. I don't see it. He's made his money. He got the bag, and he just got a lot of other stuff going on. And I think, you know what I'm saying, that's why Kevin Durant, he's gonna have to move on. But what everybody's saying is right though. KD is not. He can't run a team. He just wants to hoop. He's not a leader. He's not a natural born leader.
Soft.
Yeah, very, very. You know, he should have stayed in Golden State, man. He should have stayed out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we still be saying how unfair it was, though. Let's say he did stay. We would still be talking about how it's stacked.
True.
And I enjoyed that run. I enjoyed KD being there, but it was stacked. Let's be honest about it.
Right.
So, I mean, I know they had to do what they had to do to stop LeBron. That was the whole thing.
But I don't know, man. You know, with this last championship Golden State just got, they kind of, you know, they kind of did it the way, you know, Milwaukee did it. You know, with draft players. You know, maybe another guy from here or there, but for the most part, we drafting players. We still believe in our franchise player, which is Steph Curry. You know, he came up really big. Klay Thompson came back, and you know what I'm saying, Draymond. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That culture over there is different from the rest of the teams in the league. It's just really different.
Yeah, it's something to witness.
Yeah, it's really different. They love their coach. They listen to him. They respond to him. The plays that they draw up, man. I mean, for the most part, anybody who gets in the game, once they, you know what I'm saying, get going, they catch fire. You know what I'm saying? Who's seen Jordan Poole? I didn't see Jordan. I didn't see him coming.
Let me ask you. What do you say to all the folks who said that Steve Kerr wasn't a good coach and he just took Mark Jackson's teams and that's how he got over?
Yeah, I believe that early on too, but nah, they dead wrong about that. Nah. Those men are completely all in on Steve Kerr. They're all in. And yo, okay, people could make that argument about the early players like a Clay or a Draymond or a Steph. But what about all the other players he's drafted and he's developed? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Jordan Poole, Wiseman. You know what I'm saying? Like, what can you know what I'm saying? Like, all these other players that's coming along.
Well, the jury's still out on Wiseman. We don't know when he's going to be
And Kuminga. I saw Kuminga
yeah, he was looking bad, right?
Cup. He was looking terrible.
Yeah, looking bad. Yeah.
What position he play?
Kuminga, I think, is a guard.
What team you think is better, Portland or the Lakers?
Portland. I didn't even have to think about it. How about that?
Who you think going to finish higher in the standings?
Portland's going to start slow, but we're going to finish strong.
So I think that's a good question, Flight. I would say A and B. So maybe Portland, then the Lakers, or you can flip it around. I don't see it getting too much better than that.
What's good, Hoop Jogging?
What's the deal, Flight?
What you playing over there, man?
I'm on that 2K23.
Oh, man, you going to have me spark mine up.
Yeah, we all sitting here playing 2K, y'all.
Yeah, man.
So I've been out here playing 2K myself.
Man, you know what?
But I'm on the Xbox.
Okay, yeah, you get paid already.
I mean, right now, yo, it's so crazy because right now I'm playing my cousin, but he got the Xbox One. You know, so he got. I ain't gonna lie, this is a completely different game from the Series X version. So my chances is wilding right now.
I'm gonna tell
I
y'all,
can't play this shit. He gonna fuck my whole shit up. I ain't playing this shit no more. I'm
I'm
Damn,
gonna
gonna have
tell
to
23
go
y'all,
to
out
the
already?
PlayStation
them
probably
wireless,
another week.
them wireless controllers is fucking your game up
Why you say that?
because you lose
This
time off
better.
of it. Nah, you lose time off of it. Trust me, you get a wired controller, your passes will be crisper, your shot will be better, everything will be
Oh,
better.
cause it's wired in.
Yep.
Damn.
Wow, I don't know about that.
Yo, how long 23 been out?
Like a week.
Mm.
Not even.
Okay, I'll give it
Yeah.
in about a year.
Yeah.
I'll give it about a year.
Yeah. Who John? What the hell is going on with your Lakers?
Bro, I happen to have my shirt on today, man. 3-point guards. I mean, I like Schröder. I think he should have never left in the first place. I just don't know how you gonna fit Westbrook in, man. I don't get it. Like, I like if we gonna pair up Schröder and Beverly, I'm cool with that. I just don't know how Westbrook fit in all this. And it's just like, is he just gonna be getting pissed? Because he can be smiling and high five and all he wants to right now. It's different when you out there in the trenches and you actually playing. So when you actually playing, it's a whole other story then. I wonder if he willing to really take a back seat in some capacity, or he just giving lip service right now so he can look good. So to me, you know me, man, I keep it G all the way with my Lakers. It stinks. Still have overall team defense. LeBron's still not gonna play no defense.
You
Westbrook
think so?
no defense. I mean, I'm not wild about none of this shit, to be honest.
Yeah, LeBron ain't
I
playing no
mean, none of these
defense.
are home run plays. This shit could all end in a disaster.
Yeah. I was one of the first people on YouTube to say last year before the season started, I was like, nah, it ain't gonna work. Nope. No way, no how. And I had boys talking about I'm capping, I'm trying to clickbait. I'm like, hey man, listen, bro. Basketball, I ain't gonna say I'm 100% on everything because obviously that's not true, but with certain optics, man, you just gotta keep it G about what you're looking at. And I don't care if it's your team or not. Last year I don't see it, this year I don't see it either. I feel a little better though, the fact that we got some adequate point guards beside Westbrook though. I
Salute
feel
to Marvin's perspective.
That's what I'm saying. They could just bury this dude, hoop jogging. That's what I said. There's no reason. Look, if Westbrook start fucking up, he's gone. And might not have come back in the game.
Hey, I'm good with
We ain't even talking about Lonnie Walker. They got other players too. They got a whole reserve.
Yeah.
They got a fully loaded point guard situation minus Westbrook. Like he ain't on the team. They done stockpiled the starter, a reserve, shit, all kind of shit.
I'm on record to say I take a bag of chips for Westbrook.
Wow.
But it's addition by subtraction, in my opinion, because he's just out of place. The game is about to pass him by. And it's like we're just stuck with a big six in our hand when all the board locked up. Ain't no more sixes no more. So yeah, you got this player who could be something, but the game done passed him up. So what do it matter?
Big time passed him up.
Yeah, dude's more athletic than him. They're not afraid of him. They know how. I mean, and not to disparage him as a man, but his IQ was extremely low.
Very. But like I said, if he could change himself into a defender, a primary defender, if he could work with Pat, because he still has enough athleticism to be a defender of the year type of player. He just don't have the mentality to do it.
Agreed.
Or the basketball IQ.
The mentality, though, man, it's hard to play defense, man. It's boring. So, and I don't know, the level of everybody on the panel, but man, like one of the hardest things to do is like defensive shell drill and rebounding drill and guarding your man full court drill. Like that shit is boring, man. It's hard.
Mm-hmm.
And it's only certain dudes. And if you notice, most defenders they wired a little different.
Yeah.
Because you got to take on a different persona to be very proficient defensively. And I don't think Westbrook ain't wired all the way, but I think he's just all about the offensive aspect though.
Yeah, to ask him to go from Mr. Triple Double to Mr. DPO to Y is a big leap.
That's a big ass, dog.
But I think Pat Bev's going to push him that way, and I think Schröder will push him in an offensive way, in a more playmaking type of way. They'll push him. He'll still start, but it'll be a 3-guard rotation. If he starts fucking up, or he starts becoming too big of a liability, they'll fill the plug.
That sounds nice.
Yeah, I think Westbrook got himself in trouble. But he put some of this on himself. I mean, we can't just throw everything on everybody else. I mean, the way he played, he should have known in Laker land this wasn't going to last. And you dealing with one of the shrewdest operators in LeBron James.
Absolutely.
I believe that his hand is in all of this. As much as we want to believe this is just Ryan Palenka being a hell of a GM or whatever the hell you want to call him, I mean, I think LeBron is navigating some of these moves. These moves not happening without his final say so.
Of course, you're absolutely right.
Of course not.
It only makes sense to strengthen your weaknesses. So if you're weak at the point guard position, you strengthen the position. That's all. If you take it from a personless perspective, take all the emotion out of it. That's what they did.
But it's still not going to equate to wins. You're still not going to win anything.
I agree with that.
But they got better.
We're just too old. We're too old. The game has passed us up, man. AD going to play 50 games max. LeBron ain't
right.
Like, come on. We got Thomas Bryant. Now, Thomas Bryant that came on. He's coming back to the Lakers. That's cool. I mean, come on, bro. What we talking about? Bryant?
No, yeah, I don't know why they talking about him. He ain't moving the needle. What's good, Marvin?
What we talking about, man?
What's going on, guys?
What's up with your Lakers?
Man,
you know better than this.
What's Marvin's perspective?
What's going on, guys?
What up,
hey, I just wanted to ask a question. I was sitting here listening to you guys. Listen to this starting lineup they projected. Russell Westbrook. Russell is playing point guard. Dennis is playing shooting guard. LeBron at small forward. Anthony Davis at power forward. Thomas Bryant at the center. Now, this is their second unit, guys. Patrick Beverly, Kendrick Nunn, Austin Reeves, Juan Toscano, and Damon Jones. Is that starting lineup? Does that sound right? Russell, Dennis, LeBron, AD, and Thomas?
No.
That backcourt is sloppy as shit.
Small ass backcourt. It never works. Small backcourts never work. And I know you a Blazer fan. Look no further than Solomon and your boy Dame, man. It never works.
You say I'm a Laker fan?
No, we know you're a Bulls fan. You're talking to other dudes. We know you're a Bulls fan. You ain't winning nothing this year either, Marvin. You ain't winning nothing this year either. Don't take offense to nothing. You ain't winning nothing this year.
Watch out for Zach LaVine.
Yeah,
I ain't gonna even comment on what he's talking about. That's a Knick fan. Excuse me, Blake. But no, seriously, guys, can that starting lineup work? Russell, Dennis, point guard, shooting guard.
It's up to LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Is it going to work?
Work to what?
I mean, just will it work? You got a decent bench though. You got a decent bench with Patrick Beverly, Kendrick Nunn, Austin Reeves, Juan Toscano, and Damon Jones. That ain't too bad.
That's going to be the sauciest backcourt in the history of basketball between them
Russ
two.
And Dennis.
Yeah, Russ and Schröder. Bro, that's going to be a mess.
And Beverly, like, come on, man. Like, 3 big personality point guards.
I wouldn't start Schröder.
Well, that's what they got on ESPN right now. That's the projected starting lineup.
You got a starter for $2.6 million.
Yeah.
Fuck.
All right, do you start Kendrick Nunn instead?
I would. But he been out for a year. I mean, who knows what he got right now?
Yeah.
Where Austin Reeves at? Where Mac McClung
They got him on the second. They got him on the second team coming up behind LeBron.
Him off the bench.
He would be my starting 2. He would be my starting 2.
I don't know about all that.
Fuck Schröder.
I say fuck Westbrook.
Fuck Westbrook too, but he make too much money to come off the bench.
Word. Hey, Westbrook, a smart dude though. He went all in, got that money. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I gotta pay me, so you can call me whatever you want. You won't call me broke though.
Nope.
That's cool.
You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I just can't totally blame Westbrook, man. Like the team is bad, and like who Jordan said, they are getting old. I totally agree with that. LeBron had made he went to Palenka to make desperate moves, and I don't know what he was thinking with the whole Russ thing. That definitely didn't help the whole climate of the team.
Thanks.
And again, I just don't see him winning any more championships for the rest of his career, especially as long as he's in LA. because nobody wants to come there. And I think that's really the most telling part. Nobody wants to, you know what I'm saying, play with the Lakers, and that's kind of sad, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's kind of sad.
Well, I mean, we're an old ass team. Everybody knows it. Like we're the team of second chances now. So if your first situation ain't work out, Lakers is a good alternative. I mean, we all know this. It's like a used car lot. It is what it is.
You got in the late LeBron James business. That's all.
Yeah.
Late stage LeBron.
Yeah, and you know that if you lose, it's going to be on your shoulders. You won't be appreciated. And if you win, building him up. I mean, we know this now.
As soon as he's gone, the Lakers will reset and they'll be right back.
But I'm not mad at the fact that LeBron came there. I'm just mad at the fact that LeBron's attitude when it comes to players, he doesn't, he's never felt like he's had the time to, to help up and coming players and get them up to speed. He always wants vets or semi-vets.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's always worked out in his favor.
Agreed.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yeah, especially now.
I mean, if you go back to 2016, that was the 2017 rather, the strongest indictment on that premise. When he traded half the team, and I know say, oh well, he's a GM. He's a de facto GM.
He pushed Kobe Altman to do that, and Kobe Altman being a hell of a GM, he made it happen.
Right.
When have you ever seen anything like that, Flight?
I've never seen it. That's some LeBron James shit. Trading the whole damn team, still couldn't make it work.
Yeah.
And people still had excuses that it wasn't enough help. I'm just like, well, goddamn, this nigga scenario got to be perfect every time.
But who jogging? No, you're absolutely right. Yes, it does. And you made another point though. You went Flight. Look at the teams who've attempted what LeBron has attempted. They really haven't seen any success because the success still comes through the draft.
Yeah,
it still comes through the draft, and it still comes through landing solid role players. We've seen it in Milwaukee. We see it in Boston. That's what Danny Ainge is doing in Utah. Watch.
Agreed.
He's gonna turn Utah into contenders, man.
Yeah, to your point, we saw the Nets try to do it, and you just can't do it that way, man.
Exactly. You're exactly right. Yes, sir. I agree. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Who jogging? I want to ask you. Does this put you guys in the luxury tax?
Well, we say more.
Does this move put you guys in the luxury tax? Over.
I don't think so. I think we had some mid-levels to put off the book. But
I was reading some of that earlier.
Yeah, no, don't quote me on that. I ain't gonna purport to be the tax bookman for the Lakers by any stretch.
No, but if it did for Dennis Schroeder, I don't know.
Yeah, we don't care what his name is, Marvin. Yeah, we don't care what that guy's last name is. He won't be around too long. 2.6 million. Hey, but Marvin, can I ask you a question? What me and Who Jargon were just talking about, do you believe it's the same thing with your Chicago Bulls? They're in a win now mentality. Now y'all been doing pretty good with the draft, but a few other players that you brought in, let's say for argument's sake, Alonzo Ball, like people who are not performing for you currently and who probably won't in the future. Do you think it was a good look like to bring certain people in and they can't deliver right away? Dragic.
Well, I'm gonna say this. First of all, this is the third year before you're playing for the Bulls, so they right on target. Now they could have did better last year by going further in the playoffs, but they building the way they supposed to build. They stayed up under the luxury tax. They're not hard capped. They got a chance to make a move at the trade deadline, and they banked their season this year on continuity, meaning gelling better, gelling more, playing together more. Now it's unfortunate about the injury of Alonzo Ball. We all know that.
Not unfortunate.
Here's the thing I'm gonna say on that. I will reverse the season from last year and not have him in the first half and bring him down the stretch, and I think the Bulls would have been better. So if he has to sit out, let's let him sit out early, and let's make sure we have him down the stretch.
What
about
the
rest of the players, and far as win now, no, the Bulls are not upset if they don't win the championship this year, because our main year to be successful and get there was next year. Now, mind you, all the contracts come off. We do have to re-up on Ayo Dosunmu, but the plan was to get these guys in and win by next year. Now, this year is key for Billy because If we're not injured, we need to do better than we did last year. I'm not going to bring up injuries anymore because they're just part of the game. But as far as winning now, no, the Bulls are not. They're not in win now. Now a lot of people got a lot of pressure on Billy. I didn't say it before, and I'll say it again. He's going to live his contract out. Whenever you don't have your players, then the ownership and management usually kind of give you a buy on your record how far you go because you play with a short deck. So if the Bulls can be healthy now, that's a different thing. If they can get healthy and Billy doesn't really show much of a coaching change, then yeah, his job could be on the line. But the only way I believe Billy's job would be on the line would be if the Bulls were maybe 10 games under 500, didn't make the playoffs. If they made the playoffs and got knocked out in the first round, he's still going to keep his job because it's based on basically next year. So a lot of things going into this season for the Bulls. Now, one thing I can say about the Bulls, you say no production. We ain't seen Dragic. We ain't seen Drummond. You don't know what they're gonna give us. As a matter of fact,
yeah, but what about your top players like Levine? He can't stay healthy. These nagging knee injuries and stuff like that. I think this is stuff that's going to plague him for the rest of his career. And, he's going to miss a lot of games for y'all. And you hope that it's not in crucial times like the playoffs. But what if it is? What are you going to do? What is plan B, Marvin? What say you, Marvin? Go ahead.
Well,
everybody's playing 2K.
I say this. First of all, Levine is not injury prone. I don't know where you got that from because us as fans, every time somebody get hurt, they prone. Levine is not injury prone. He got hurt last year, and he still played quite a few games with a nagging knee injury. I don't think he's going to be hurt. I'm going to also say towards Lonzo Ball. That's a problem that I don't talk about much, but he needs to get healthy. That's all I'm going to say on that end. But the Bulls will put the people in place to make sure this didn't happen again. Listen, Billy experienced this last year. If you can't do better, you're not doing your job. Meaning, we went through this last year. Don't tell me it's the same results when you know what's coming in front of you this time. You had plenty of time to prepare for this. And that means Io DeSumo playing better. That means contributions from the whole team. Everybody's got to step up. The young guy we got coming back, Marko Simonovic, it's time for him to play in the NBA. This is third year. So now he was on the G League team and he played very well last year. He's done with that. He was above that. But he still hadn't showed me enough to be solid. But the key is injuries. Patrick Williams coming back. We need him healthy, guy.
We don't need to talk about injuries, Marvin. We don't need to do that. You just said that in your soliloquy. Let's say barring Giannis Antetokounmpo says that he wants to go play in the West Coast, you're never coming out of the Eastern Conference. Never. Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown get traded to the West Coast. You're never coming out.
That's going to always come from a fan who don't believe in the Bulls. I don't care what you say. I know what my boys is doing. Miami, now, let me say this to Miami.
No, they better than Cleveland.
Now hold on, Flight. Let me get them on. My bad. For you to say anything about Miami as many times in the last couple of years, y'all done got y'all ass kicked. You need to be quiet. You know why? Because if anybody's supposed to won anything, it should have been Miami. And y'all been falling on your face for the last 3 straight years. You've been to the finals, halfway there, one shot away. I believe your toilet stool's a little thicker with shit than mine. I'm gonna tell you that for sure. Also, the Bulls are doing this the right way. Miami, you were so heavy in money last year, you had to let a player go. You got no better. And don't tell me you got better because you got rid of PJ. You didn't replace him with nobody. To think Miami's going to be the number 1 seed in the East again, I don't know if you can believe that. They're going to be decent, but are they further along in their progression than the Bulls? They supposed to be. By next year and probably this year, if we healthy, the Bulls will be right at their level when they have been slated to win the NBA championship for the last 3 to 4 years, and they haven't. So, but back to the Bulls, we'll leave Miami alone.
We got all access. We got all access.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave Miami alone. But back to the Bulls. Now, in the Bulls case, there's a couple of key factors. Drummond, for one, rebounded, and Dragic bringing in that second unit. Bulls got a decent squad, man. What up, Dex? What's going on, baby?
Shout out to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the motherfucking machine. Shout out to the panel. You already know the panel is gonna be lit. You follow what I'm saying? Flight is a voice, is the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ. You follow what I'm saying? And shout out to the cacophony that's coming out of the chat. That is a special conclave unto its own, who bring forth new and renewed energy to the YouTube landscape. Yes, sir. What's going on? Yes, you peep that NY. You know
Wow.
what I'm
How
saying?
disrespectful.
You know what I'm saying? That all
Wow.
leather. I know you hating on me, Phonics, right now. I got that all leather right there, baby. That red. It's rare. It's rare to get one of these. You follow what I'm saying? That Yankee
Oh.
fitted, that's all red. You feel me? Custom.
Mm.
So yes, flight. It's a glorious Friday, and I'm finally off work, baby. So I get to stay home for the weekend. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm gonna get into something. And I just appreciate everybody that's rocking with Flight Sports TV tonight, because there's many things that you could be doing with your life right now. You follow what I'm saying? Because some of us are slipping on our pimping. But you here with Flight Sports TV, and we're going to give you something very delectable and very delightful, okay? So just stay there. Do not change this back channel. Sit in your seats, be calm, and let us
Mm.
groove you this Friday night. You know what I'm saying? And
Mm.
once again, I want to shout out, rest in peace to P&D Rock. You know what I'm saying? It happened on my soil. Another rapper that was successful doing his thing. Uh, I gave the wrong location because the information when it first came, most people when they shot it out to me, they thought it was the Roscoe's on Pico and Olympic, and I mean Pico and La Brea, excuse me. But it was actually in Main Street neighborhood, which was more devastating. I'm like, dude, you over there like that? Even when I go over there on the Main Street Waffle House over there on Manchester, we strapped. You follow what I'm saying? And I'm going with 2 or 3 people, and all of us strapped. You follow? I mean, not all of us, but saying we got the
Okay, don't
heater
incriminate
when we go
yourself.
to that hood.
Okay. Okay, smart
But and
man.
we know people. We
That's
know
what's up.
people in that hood. But they still always say, cover your own ass. That's what they say. Cover your own ass, because they don't got control over every little thing that goes on over there. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you got rogue members, and they go out and do rogue shit. You know what I'm saying? Because they wolves, and they feel like they got to eat. And if you dangling a stake around your neck, they want to come get it. So it was devastating. And then on top of that, bad news. I rolled down on Florence, and I ain't gonna give the exact area in Florence, but on Florence, there was another gruesome incident that affected our people, because it was like about 60 people out there, 15 police cars, and 4 fire trucks and 2 ambulances, and they had the whole little area blocked off. And it's a popular area on Florence, and I was like, dang, man, you know what I'm saying?
And
So
Normandy?
hopefully that these things kind of simmer down. The weather's going to get a little chilly, and some of these cats might be in the crib. You follow what I'm saying? And maybe we can get a little peace out here in LA. But I'm telling you right now, it's a firestorm. Uh, Proceed with caution. Play at your own risk, and just I don't know what to tell you right now. So I know. In my conclusion, and I'm sending this out to Teamwork too, because I know Teamwork is on his way out here soon. Even though he's going to be in a little subsection of LA, sometimes that can get a little nasty down there too. So hopefully, Teamwork. If you out here, and if I'm out here with you, I scoop you up, and we go do a few things or two. But if not, then I catch you on the rebound.
So
So
Dex, should we
what's the
check in
topic?
with you? Hey, so Dex, should we check in with you, Dex?
So when me and Phonics touch down, we
Nah,
good?
man, nah. You ain't got to check in with me, but I can help guide you into some better areas at a better time zone, because people want to come to LA and come out at the nightlife, and when you come out in the nightlife, you're gonna be integrated with the wolves. You follow what I'm saying? And wolves running pack, and some wolves might run by the code, but other wolves they rogue, man. And the gap between the OGs and some of the youngins, you follow what I'm saying? The jits. It's too big, and they not listening. It's more so like the OGs, the young OGs. Yeah, we cool, because we kind of in the same age area. But when you come to them younger ones, if you ain't family, they ain't really listen to you like that.
With this, we were
Yep.
talking about your Lakers, man, and how shameful and pitiful they're going to be this upcoming season. What's your over
Mhm.
and under for their record for the season, Dev?
Yeah, they need to
First
check
of all,
in,
shout out to
goddamn.
Hoop Jargon. I see Hoop Jargon on the panel. Shout out to Hoop Jargon when he
Shout
comes
out to the
back.
legend.
Um, I haven't really been talking about the Lakers, as you can see,
Wow.
because it ain't really much that you can talk about.
Thank you.
Because it ain't much going on. I mean, most of the excitement is out here is death. Who's gonna die next?
Oh, wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, shit. Damn, Dev. Hey, but Dev, hey, speaking of that, though, you speaking about the young people, I don't think it's going to get no better, man. I think it's going to get worse because, dudes is on YouTube now talking about, and I'm talking about dudes from New York and other cities is like, oh, well, now since that's going on in LA, when LA rappers and stuff come out here, y'all got to get them points up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to score points because dudes, you know what I'm saying, coming out there and they getting got. You know what I'm saying?
But most LA rappers already know that. You ain't got to remind these cats out here how the code go when you go out of state. They're going to check in with them OGs in them states. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to check in with the DJs, and the DJs going to tell them. That's how the link, the liaisons, in case you didn't know. They're going to check in with the DJs. The DJs going to tell them who to holler at. Blah 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 blah. You follow what I'm saying? And that's basically how it go. Because that's how it is. A lot of time when you go into different hoods, you follow what I'm saying? You sometimes if you're not on the you got hoods like that hood that he got killed in. You got about like 4 different hoods that kind of circumference that area. You follow what I'm saying? Even though it's mainly Main Street, but even when you seen or heard what happened to Del Dog, you follow what I'm saying? And if you go back years when Shaq and Kobe and them used to all kick in the Main Street, you heard what happened with what's that cat name? Droopy. You follow what I'm saying? And the things that created a separation between Main Street, those roll with Droopy and those roll with Del Dog. And then Del Dog ended up getting killed in his own hood. You follow what I'm saying? And he was a very prominent figure in his own hood. And he was killed by a youngster. You follow what I'm saying? So so what I'm trying to explain to you is that there's a lot of hell on the streets. Okay. There's a lot of hell. There's some saviors, but there's more demons, it seems like, than saviors. And these demons are just out here just running wild.
So me and Dami running around South Central, we better check in, goddamn it.
No, you ain't. No, it's not like that. You're not famous. You can come in and out. You're not famous. Just don't look like Just don't look like something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Just don't look like something. That's all I'm saying. But you can. People come in and out all day. Ain't no checking in like that for just average civilians. But when you a celebrity, then you need to, because you need to have somebody there that's respected near you. So them little wolves, even though they have an appetite, they look and say, "Oh shit, that's blah blah. That's what's your name." So we can't do nothing right now. You follow what I'm saying? And then the motherfucker look at you. He knows what you in there for. He knows. He look at you a certain type of way, be like, "Not now."
Oh, okay. Well, Dex, let me ask you a question for me and the listeners. Let me ask you a question. You have that 80s style leather hat on. If I wore that particular color out there, would that get me in trouble? And why does it get you in trouble?
Y'all heard the New Yorkers for a gang.
Well, listen. I can get in trouble, and I'm 54 years old. Wearing particular color. Somebody might roll up on me like, "What's up, old head? Where you from?" If I'm just doing a little too much with my colors, you follow what I'm saying? Then I'm like, "Oh, no, youngster, it ain't like that." You know what I'm saying? I'm from over here, but it ain't like that, man. Shit, I'm about getting my money. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm over here visiting the family. Or I'm over here trying to get some Black and Miles. Or I know over here they got that OG, that real OG, and I'm just in and out, man. I'm just patronizing the neighborhood. You follow what I'm saying? And then if you do it like that, then people ain't, they ain't tripping like that, because they know that certain dispensaries are illegal, and certain dispensaries are legal. So if you go into a hood when they got illegal dispensaries, nobody want that problem right there, because these dudes making hundreds of thousands of dollars. You follow what I'm saying? So they ain't want that problem. And if you have an issue, you talk to the people inside and you say, "Man, this little nigga out here just tripping. I'm trying to come in and buy me a few apes, and he out here tripping. He out here set tripping." And they're going to send somebody out there to hire a youngster.
Hey, but
You know
Flight
what I
asked
mean?
you a
Man,
good
take your little
question.
dusty ass on down the road somewhere, man. This is the business. You follow what I'm
Hey,
saying?
but Flight asked a good question. If I was to come out there in a regular New York home fitted, which is a
Yeah,
navy
I
blue,
looked that shit up. I heard that stuff. I heard that's. I don't want to say what it is, but I heard it got something to do with a gang.
yeah,
New
yeah.
Every
York fitted.
hold on, everybody CWE. I don't know. Listen, one thing about us in Southern California, we rock whatever. You follow what I'm saying? If you winning, if you winning in any kind of way, we rocking you. And we know that in the '90s, the Yankees was kicking ass. You follow what I'm saying?
That's not
And
true, Dad.
even before, in the late '70s and '80s, the Yankees was kicking the Dodgers ass. You know, the Reggie Jackson era. You follow what I'm saying? Ron Gitry and all those guys. You know, the Catfish Hunter. They was kicking the Dodgers ass. We got one World Series out of that beef we was having with the New York Yankees. But you know what? One thing, you guys had our guy, Reggie Jackson, California guy. Okay, you had him on your team. You had a couple of more guys from California on your team. Steve Sachs. You follow what
Darryl
I'm saying?
Strawberry, yeah, we know.
So
Yeah. Hmm.
so we rock with winners. You know, we with Detroit winning, we're gonna put on some Detroit, the Denver Broncos, we got Denver Broncos, Boston Red Sox, we
So
got
get your
Boston Red
kid out there,
Sox.
Flight.
You follow what
Flight,
I'm saying?
get your kid out
We
there.
don't see one thing we don't do, we don't hate. If you come to that's why a lot of people come to the West Coast got money. We don't do no hating.
Bullshit. No. Astros
No.
haters is very prevalent out here in LA.
You said
Bullshit.
Astros?
Yes.
That's a gang. That represents a certain gang. That's like Hoover.
Exactly, Hoover.
Hoover got
Yeah,
that covered.
exactly.
No.
Just like
Exactly.
this could be
I
in hood,
understand
but it's
that.
red.
Hold on, Dex. Yes, that's true. That
Trust
represents
me, I
Hoover.
know the politics here. You don't have to
I'm
instruct me.
talking white people too, bro. Just the Astros in general, like Hispanics. I walk with an Astros
No, people
jersey on.
rock that. No, that's not true. People could rock that Astros on this fashion,
How
on
you
throwback fashion. Somebody could rock a Nolan Ryan jersey, and
Dex? How you gonna tell me
I'm trying to act like LA so tough.
bro? People in LA when you got an Astros jersey, I'm like, the Astros, cheaters. They always say that, bro.
listen, we rock fashion, and we ain't hating on fashion, but you got to be careful what you rock because it could be
But you
representing somebody in the hood. That's all I'm saying.
they do be
It's
hating on
like
that.
and why represent somebody hood out here?
But no, it's not the context though. The context isn't like it's banging. And even though I heard it, you can watch when the Astros had with the star on it. Okay, I like bet. You know, I'm from Houston.
Because that's Hoover, bro.
I know that, Dex, but I'm saying outside the confines of that,
And do you know what Hoover means?
Dex,
You know basically what that means?
that's irrelevant to what I'm talking about.
CK, BK, all day.
That's irrelevant to what I'm talking about. I'm saying people who are not gang affiliated in LA, regular LA people, still hate on the Astros just off of strength. That's what I'm saying.
Well, as they should.
They beat us in
Astros
the World
cheaters.
Series. They
Yeah,
beat us in the World
and they
Series.
cheated. And they cheated. And they cheated.
Saying get sports related. That's all I'm saying, Dex.
Yeah, but they beat us in the World Series. I mean, and like Phonics said, they cheated.
I get it. So I'm just telling you what I experienced, bro. I wear my Houston shit, bro.
I got a Houston Astros hat too.
Yeah, I'm an Astros fan.
I don't have no Houston Astro hat because I already know that I go into many areas and that can get your cap peeled.
It can, so I stay away from niggas. For the most part.
I know that's right. Hugh Jargon. Word.
But I go to Crenshaw too. I kick in Crenshaw. I know what to put on when I go to Crenshaw though. I know.
You know that goes back to the old state.
But Marvin, you can wear Cleveland Browns. You can wear Carolina Panthers. A lot of dudes be fitted with that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm talking about. As far as no hate, it's not like you banned from wearing any type of sporting apparel. You can wear whatever you want to wear if you fitting like that. That's what I'm saying.
Right, Dex too. It's just the kind of shit you on. Because if you on some trying to floss shit, yeah, somebody will come see what you about. Because I've been all around this motherfucker, man. I've been here again 3 years, bro. I've been all around LA kicking it.
Yeah, because I wanted to piggyback on that because your reputation precedes you, Dex. Now I'm coming from Chicago and I'm listening to all these talk about these colors, which that's where it basically generated and started from. Yep. Listen, your reputation precedes you. Your reputation precedes you. Your reputation precedes you. The way you carry yourself means a lot what's going to happen to you as a person. Absolutely. You know that, Dex.
I think the game probably started in New York, and they got political sides in Chicago, and then they got murders in Los Angeles.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you carry yourself in the wrong way, just like what Hoop Jargon just said. When you looking for smoke, you're going to get smoke. Just like you said, when that young guy
Look at
came up to
Reggie.
you,
Look at Reg,
when
dog.
that young
Yep,
guy
Reg,
came up
dog.
to you, he knew you was an older gentleman. He didn't even think about doing nothing to you. It's the way you carry yourself, and that's in any situation in every city. Now, it's unfortunate this is going on in L.A., but Lord have mercy, it just ain't talked about enough. That's what's happening in Chicago, because it's damn
No,
sure
no,
happening.
that's not true. That's not true. Chicago had their wave for like 4 years.
Yeah, well, we
Yeah,
keep
I
Especially
talking
under
know
about
it, brother.
Chicago.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, they
You know,
had their wave. I'm talking about a serious wave where there was predominantly counting
I
bodies.
know it.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Which is not good. There's
but
nothing good about it. But yeah,
that's right.
they
It's like one
had
of them
that.
old statements. It's one of them old statements that I always use. You can go over black people's house and you can go over niggas' house. Which one you want to go? Real simple. You know, if you carry yourself in the right way, you'll be all right. You know, we didn't live, Dex, you didn't get to be 50 some odd years old by being stupid as hell.
Reckless.
And
Facts.
neither one of us on this panel didn't get
You
become
gotta know how to
adults.
navigate,
Because
bro.
we were
You gotta know how to
stupid as hell.
navigate and grease some hands.
Right.
And
I mean, it's
Marvin.
rocky out there. And
And Marvin.
I do. Hold on one second, Hoop. Let me just say this. You can go ahead. You know, I do a lot of speaking in public speaking, and I spoke to
That's
these
right,
young
Reg.
kids.
That's
And
what I'm
I
saying.
was letting them know that, you know, as you being a young kid, the first thing we want to do is when we 13, we want to be 14. When you're 15, you want to be 16. But when you get 24, you want to go back to 16 because you see how rough the hell it is out here. So take your time, man. Navigate them roads. And like I said, you carry yourself the right way.
And let me share this with you also. And this is why in cryptoarena.com is so heavily laden with plain clothes and
yes,
undercover officers around there when they have a Laker game, because they know so many affluent people come to those Laker games. You follow what I'm saying? And they want to be protected and they want to feel safe and
Man,
they
the
want to come
Lakers
into
suck.
they might suck, but we're talking about the parameters of the madness. You follow what I'm
Wait a
saying?
minute. Who was that said the
But
Lakers suck? Who was that?
Purple Baby,
Oh Lord, have
she likes
mercy.
the
Hey,
Clippers. But even with the Clippers, same
I
thing.
don't like the Clippers. Don't tell that Fid.
The Clippers are a good basketball team. I'm
damn,
sorry.
she come in hot and heavy on this one, Dex. She don't like
Yeah, because she
nobody out
said
there.
she liked the Clippers over the Lakers. So
No, I don't.
Basketball team.
Purple Baby, you can't be changing like the weather now. You got to stick to
I
you got to stick to your
told you I
guns.
don't have a team. I like players.
But you
Well, wait a
said you
minute,
like the
Purple.
Clippers over the Lakers.
Yeah, for this season, for their seeding, yes. I think they're a better team, yes.
I agree, Purple.
Okay,
I
Purple.
agree.
Let me ask you this: this Schröder acquisition, what does this do for the Lakers?
I don't know. I have to see.
Does okay? So you can obviously say it. Does it help them?
I don't know because I know when he was there, I don't know what year that was with Anthony Davis, and they were saying something about the pick and roll that it's not that he don't know how to run it. It was just that he wasn't giving Anthony Davis the ball in his spots. So I'll see.
Well, let me ask you this: is he humbled for trying to bank on himself for making that money, and now you got to show his true colors and really play good ball?
Eric Bell, cut the game on. Cut the game on.
I guess so. We'll see.
Flight, what y'all finna do?
Damn, yo, she ain't his dude. You asking her
Anytime.
all these questions like she his dude or something. Like she know all this niggas, like she don't know all of that. Like how he feel about this? And did he like the blonde streak in his hair? Or should he get it cut lower? Or should he grow dreads? Come on, Marvin.
All right, hold on.
Phonics,
If I
this is for you,
recall correctly,
Phonics.
hang on one second, Dex. If I recall correctly, you was just asking us about players. I'm just asking. You can
Okay,
just
Dex. Right there.
I see it, Dex.
What's that?
No, that's just particularly for phonics. I just wanted him to see that. So whenever you get a chance, you need to grab that.
So since Phonics is on the panel, I want to ask him about his Miami Heat.
Who is my
Phonics?
Heat fan?
Phonics. So
I'm not, because I'm from New York City. I'm a Knicks fan. I'm not a Miami Heat fan.
We don't want to ask you about them. We're gonna stick to Miami. How about that? Is that all right?
Whatever you want to do, Marvin. But
Yeah, because I can go a lot of ways with the Knicks. I don't want to do that. So I'm gonna go to your Miami Heat.
Please don't.
Yeah, I'm not flying. To you, Phonics. You lost PJ. You didn't pick up nobody. Where's your upside? What you think y'all gonna do?
Yo, let me tell you something, man. You got a Pat Riley run team. You got a Hall of Fame coach. You got Jimmy Buckets, and you pretty much got everybody in place. They'll be okay without PJ Tucker. They were okay with him a year before that. You know what I'm saying? But we all know this. When it comes to seeding and playoff runs, they're going further than the Bulls are. We all know that. That's a fact.
I know it was coming.
Don't try me, Marvin. Don't you ever come for me.
This year is up. This year is up for grabs. We'll see about that. But I ask again, with you lessening your team, you was the #1 seed last year. You can talk about you got every position set. I don't believe that. You damn sure small. You sure need a big man. Ben need a big man, and you ain't. Well, you got a bio, but you need another big man. You know that, and everybody in this country know that. You gonna bank on Jimmy Buckets winning a championship for you, and you seen what it got you last year.
I'm gonna bank on Pat Riley figuring it out, because Pat Riley always figures it out. Every
Pat Riley
destination
don't play. He don't play 1 minute on that floor. Pat Riley don't play 1 minute on that floor. You need playoffs.
What was the culture of Miami before Pat Riley got there? Tell us in the audience, man. Go ahead, tell us, bro. Go ahead, I'll wait.
I'm not a Miami fan. I have no idea.
Oh my God, you like 80 years old, man. Come on, man. You know what's good. You know what's been going on in the NBA.
I don't care who the coach was. I know they didn't win no championship. That's what matters.
Hold on, what are you talking about? I said before Pat Riley got there, what was the culture? And when he got there, what was the culture?
You said culture.
Yeah.
I thought you said
Yeah,
coach.
culture.
You said culture.
No, culture. Culture, yes. They weren't winning. They weren't winning.
Well, Pat Riley is known for building winning organizations. That's not an issue. He did that in New York. He did that in LA. He did it everywhere he been.
So then what do you think is different? So what's different?
The players. You got to have the players in place to get it done.
He gets personnel, bro.
You got Kyle Lowry. How much you trust in Kyle Lowry?
I don't trust him at all, because he's shaped like me. He drinks beer and he eats chicken wings a lot.
That's one of your players on your team that you're not trusting in.
That's not my team, man. I just said my team is the Knicks, old man. But you told me to entertain this, so I'm entertaining it.
I asked you that, you said Miami, so that's the reason. Okay, if you want to, you know what? With respect from Flight, I'm not even gonna go into the Knicks. Next question.
We can talk about the Knicks. The Knicks suck, and they always gonna suck.
Talk about the Knicks.
Yeah, the Knicks suck, and they always gonna suck.
Now, when you're gonna say they suck, make sure you mention since 1973. Don't just say they suck.
No, you can't say that. No, you can say they haven't won a championship since '73. But in my childhood, when I was growing up as a teenager, we had some good years. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what you're talking about.
All right. Well, this is what I'm talking about. Those childhood years are probably nightmares, because that's when the Bulls had Jordan. They was kicking y'all ass every year.
Absolutely. But we was winning. You know what I'm saying? We had some good games. We had good series. Indiana against Indiana, Reggie and them. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. Like, we did our thing. Houston. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Y'all lost.
All right. Let me ask you this.
We lost to everybody.
Are the memories in the Garden more wins for the Knicks, or other players breaking records, and Reggie Miller and Michael Jordan double nickel and all?
No, you're absolutely right. No, Marv, you're absolutely right. But let's just keep it real, Marv. You're like 70 or 80 years old. You remember a time when the Bulls were winning before Jordan was there. So why are you going to keep holding on to that? That was 20-something years ago, bro. Almost 30 years ago. What have y'all done since then? You've done nothing. You've been a shameful team in the East.
Here's the signs of a successful organization. Where are the Knicks now, and where are the Bulls now?
Yo, they in the same spot. What the hell you mean? Where the hell are the Bulls? Where the hell are y'all at?
Y'all in the same spot.
Y'all look pathetic. Okay, you made the playoffs. You got kicked out the first round. You look pathetic, bro.
What is your goal in the NBA? To do what? Get in the playoffs, right?
No, it's not. Every team in this day, right? No, hold on. Every team in this day and age, I don't care if it's football, basketball, baseball, it's not getting no playoffs. It's to win a championship. Everybody wants to win now. That's why you went and got DeRozan and you got Lonzo. Yo, Dex, get the hell out of here, Dex. Hey, you living in the past. This man done changed outfits and everything, man. If you don't get up out of here, Dex, with that, man, that foolishness, man. Get out of here, man. Save that for opening night, Dex. Get out of here. No, you know what I'm saying? Because the Lakers are shameful, too. Y'all got to stop living off of old wins and championships. That's all in the past. The Bulls is in the past, man.
The new generation don't care nothing about that. I can tell you right now.
Exactly. Thank you.
2 years ago.
They care about this purple baby.
The Lakers won 2 years ago.
They care about that purple,
Hey,
baby.
hey, hoop jargon. Hey, people on here before you were saying that there's an asterisk besides that win. They said they don't respect that win.
Okay, before then, Lakers won 10 years ago.
Yo, 10 years ago was a long time ago. I had hair 10 years ago.
1970 for
I
y'all.
didn't have man boobs 10 years ago.
2010 and 73. That's a big discrepancy. I think we all can understand on this panel.
I agree with you.
Not you coming in tagging in, Blue Jargon.
Well, Bert.
Tagging in, trying to help them. Don't help them.
You know, listen, man. I'm gonna shit on my Lakers, but I'm gonna talk the right shit when it's the right shit to be talked. I spent my first 20 minutes shitting on the Lakers, and that's my team.
That's true. You did. That's true. You did. But I'm just saying. You know, the Lakers have won in recent years. Everybody in the Bulls is still living off of what Jordan did. You know what I'm saying? You can't live off of nothing else. Y'all not a good team, and you're not a good team coming out the East because there's too many other better teams. You know, there's no chance for you to come out like there's literally no chance. Like it's impossible. Let's just put it that way. It's impossible. Yeah. They're not good enough.
I got blindsided on the curve right there. I got a call come in, but yeah, I know. Back to what I was saying, Phonics. I know the goal is to get in the playoffs and win the championship. Every team's expert want to do that. We all know that. But how much progression have the Knicks made, and how much progression have the Bulls made? That's all I'm saying.
Okay, and I'm glad you asked that. That's a good question. I'm gonna give you a good answer. They're basically even. They've made no progression because nobody's winning the championship. You're not winning the championship in New York, is there?
Well, if you're gonna go on that sentiment, all 29 teams besides the championship team can say that. I say that every year. So I didn't even say it. Sometimes when you're losing, if you're building, it's almost best to win early than going all the way to the finals.
You're not building, Marvin. You're supposed to be there. Stop it.
No,
you're not building.
No, we're not building. I'm talking about regrouping and refreshing and winning the championship.
Why do you have to do all of that? Why do you have to do all of that?
Because you have to put the players in place. What are you guys doing? Trying to put players in place, right?
We're not doing anything. The Knicks aren't doing anything. I'm not going to take for them.
Listen, hold on, Fonnis. Let me say this. Listen, I'm not a total Knick hater. I like the Knicks. I always like the Knicks. I am. Here's the deal with the Knicks.
God damn it.
First of all, if you don't show a direction, the same way you guys been talking about either going young or either getting free agents in here like they just passed.
Go get your Laker jersey, hoop.
Like people passed on Donovan Mitchell. I don't think that was a good thing to do. They should have picked him up, but that's another day. It's over now. But like I said, the Bulls got this year and next year to really determine on how long Billy gonna be there, and we'll see what the start of this year. Hopefully we can get healthy. I think we'll be all right.
Well, you can get another coach all you want. The thing is, you don't have the talent. You don't have the personnel to compete in the East. You don't have the personnel to compete against Giannis and them, or the Celtics, or Miami. And I even say Cleveland. I'm gonna throw them in there, or maybe the Nets. Everybody's high on the Nets, but me. So I just named 4 other teams that you're not better than. How are you coming out the East? You're not.
Well, that's your opinion, and everybody got one. Just like we got asked. I'm gonna say this. First of all, you want to say all these things because of the last thing you've seen of the Bulls.
I don't know how Purple Baby hate the Lakers and they purple.
Man, don't nobody hate the Lakers.
But when they were a complete team, I didn't hear anything you saying when we was in first place at the All-Star break. When we were 16 games over 5. Hold on one second. Hang on one second, Purple. When they were 16 games over, I didn't hear your voice. But then when they started losing, you talk a big game. Same thing with Brooklyn. Before Kevin Durant got hurt, they were in first place. And then when they dropped them 12 straight games, they wasn't no good. That's what us as fans do. But then again, every team, and I say this again, every team in the NBA, if they lose some of the top players, they're not the same. Everybody talk about Boston, guys. So let me finish. Everybody talk about Boston last year. They were the third less injured team last year. Now in Golden State, I can give them credit. They were actually injured a lot last year. They just came on strong at the end of the year. But with that being said, this year hadn't started. It's just like the NFL. Every fan figures their team gonna win it. Every fan figures their team gonna win it. And there are fans that don't like other teams. Your opinion about the Bulls means zero to me, Phonics. Because when they do win, you won't come on this damn panel because you're gonna be like, oh, I was wrong. I say again to you this.
No, land the plane, dude. You just said you was about to end.
When the Bulls pulled in the All-Star break last year, a half game out of first, What did you say then?
Marvin, never question my credibility. For the last 2 seasons, I'm always on this show, and I've always talked my same shit. Dex, let me tell you something about this whole LA stuff. Nobody is feeling y'all right now due to the circumstances. Please stop promoting. My dude is gonna lose subscribers and views. Nobody is feeling y'all right now, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't rocking with y'all right now.
That's
You
where
know
you
what
go
I'm saying?
wrong at.
Y'all knocking off rappers. We not rocking with y'all not right now. Okay.
Hold on, Fink. Let me say this. Let me say this to the chat. Chat. This is the sounds of an angry Knick fan. You see how distorted he sounds? Nobody's ever going to win anything because he's not winning anything. So if your team is not the Knicks and they're not struggling and you're going through hell with all kinds of stuff, stay steady with your team. Don't be like Fonix. Fonix is mad at the world.
Material.
He don't like nobody but the Knicks. That means he don't like nobody in the world, y'all. Go ahead, Fonix.
I mean, look.
Classic material.
I mean, are you serious right now? Like, don't bring Kobe into this, bro. Stop trying to soften up the mood and all of that. We not rocking with y'all right now. Y'all doing folks dirty when they come out there. Start showing us a little bit more respect, man. All of us across the country. And all this checking in came from y'all. I'm a grown ass man. I don't check in with anybody, bro.
You ain't
know
nobody to check in though. You can come through in the stealth of the daytime. Nobody ain't gonna recognize you.
You got a lot of broke dudes out there because they stealing for nothing. But back to this basketball thing. Look, Marvin. Look, man. Yo, y'all don't have a chance. Y'all just like the Knicks. You gonna watch because, like you said, you're a fan. You will be disappointed every night when you're watching that team play. This is not Jordan and the Bulls. I don't even think they should be called the Chicago Bulls. I think that name should be retired. It should be thrown away because they can never live up to that. You have a shameful roster. They're just not good and they can't stay healthy. And you're being very disrespectful and disingenuous.
Now I'm gonna say this, Fonix, to you. One thing you can't get me is try to rattle me about a team that I know about. Obviously, you've been a Knicks fan. You know you don't know very much about team ball. I do. The Bulls are building right. They're always a successful organization, very successful. In the Knicks case, and I hate to get on the Knicks because I'd rather for you be on Miami because I kind of like the Knicks. I just hate the front office. But I'm not worried about you saying. I'm not worried about you saying a trash roster. I'm not worried about that because the numbers speak for themselves. They had 2 All-Stars, could have been 3 last year. Healthy Bulls squad, they're as good as anybody in the East, and they'll let you see it from themselves. That's all I'm saying.
Yo, Dex, what's going on with you, man? Like you showing us the whole crib. Yo, Dex, drop location. Drop location.
You see that Rottweiler? He eat your whole head off.
Yeah, I seen that mud. I seen that mud. It ain't doing nothing. It ain't doing nothing. It ain't busting the grape in the fruit fight. It ain't doing nothing.
You come close in the gates.
Okay, you got gates out there, huh?
Yo, listen, shout out to everybody that's in the chat right now. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Salute to my man Foreign, too, that just popped in the chat. Everybody right now, you know, it'll be very much appreciated. You know, you support Flight Sports TV. We got a whole lot of things coming in the woodworks. We on the phone with a lot of powerful people. We trying to bring a lot of great content to you guys. You know, we appreciate y'all tuning in with us on this Friday. Like we said, you could have been doing anything else. You know, you're more than welcome to help support the channel so we can bring more great exclusive content to the people. We appreciate you.
Indeed. Thank y'all, man.
Yes, sir.
Let's see who jogging got
That's
the
what
lake
I'm
on.
talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Look at who's in the building.
Who
Who's in
jogging?
the building? Represent.
Yes, sir.
Are you guys serious right now?
Yeah, fashion show.
You another one. Y'all represent for a losing franchise right now. Currently, you're a losing franchise. I don't want to see the past. I want to talk about the future. You're not winning anything else for the next 10 years. How about that?
Staples Center. You know what I'm saying? I bought my shit out there down the street. Yeah.
Maybe, okay, who jog? I'll tell you what. Maybe if I get this hair transplant treatment service, by the time y'all win again, I'll have dreads. How about that? Dreads down my back.
Do your thing, Fonix. Do your thing. Do your thing,
Yeah.
baby. Look at who's in the building, baby. Who's in the building?
Lakers suck.
And he got that OG8. He ain't got that 2-4. He got that OG8.
Hey, Dex, let me ask you a question.
Stand up and represent.
Hey, Dex, let me ask you a question. Yo, is your Dodgers going to see my Yankees in this World Series? Are we going to New York?
That's going to be a good one.
Are we going to New York when my Yankees win?
That's gonna be a good one.
I
I
agree.
don't know if the
I
Yankees are gonna
agree.
win, but Dodgers got the best record in the league.
Oh, we got the best record in our conference, bro. In the AL, we got the best record.
I
I
know.
know, but Dodgers got the best record overall.
We got
Dodgers
the best
crushing
home
people.
run hitter who's about to break his teammates' record. Roger Maris, 61 home runs. You know what I'm saying? My boy is at 57, Aaron Judge. And we still got like what, 10, 15 games to play? Okay, let's go,
Hey,
man.
you know, Aaron Judge a Cali boy now. So pump your brakes. He's a Cali boy.
What's up, Hoop Jargon?
We've been like in the last 2 of the last 4 World Series. This is what we do.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Are you saying that with a straight face?
The Astros have been consistent.
Wow, this dude's being real disrespectful. This dude talking about, I'm talking about the Yankees here, man. You can't even think about getting in that conversation.
I play out your playbook. The recent Yankees. Y'all ain't in shit.
We have the best record in the AL. Y'all don't.
Talking about being in the World Series.
You won't be in the World Series this year. You're not going to make it. I just told you we have the best record in the AL.
Most consistent team in the last 5 years in the World Series.
What is that? Yeah, you got there for cheating. Everybody know you was cheating.
2017 supposed to be a cheating year. We still got back twice, right?
Come on, man. And y'all was still cheating. Come on, man.
We still got back.
Hey, don't worry. Everybody gets caught, man. Everybody gets caught. And you're going to get stripped of the World Series. You watch and see.
And I tell you, hard pressed to have me feel sorry for the Yankees talking about some goddamn cheating when y'all motherfuckers buy teams every goddamn year. So,
are you serious, man?
Yeah, I'm serious. Like, y'all.
We drafted Aaron Judge, bro.
Y'all just start getting a farm system, bro. All y'all do is buy the best player off.
Wow, are you serious? Oh, wow. We drafted Derek Jeter, too. You know that, right?
I got you. But most of y'all people y'all go grab them off somebody's team, right? When Derek Jeter gave y'all that favor from the Marlins, y'all know that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me answer this question real quick, Jarman. I think that says Brianna. She said, do you all play basketball? Brianna, I'm a fat, bald-headed, middle-aged black guy. No, I don't. I don't play any basketball. Okay?
I don't play anymore.
I played overseas, and that's a long time ago. I don't play a goddamn thing now. I play PS5, PS4.
I have no athletic ability. The only thing I run is my mouth. Okay? I hope we answer your question.
You do that swell. You're a professional mouth runner.
Hey, man.
Well, yeah, I was about to say that.
Just say, but I got a.
But 40. The Yankees ain't no joke, though. The Yankees ain't no joke. I mean, they're the all-time winningest franchise in Major League Sports. You know what I'm saying? So
that shit don't mean nothing about the coach.
And hold on. Let me just keep it 100 with Hoop Jargon and Dex. Yankee Stadium is in the South Bronx. It's in the hood, 161st Street and River Avenue. Right there in the hood. We ain't got it in no nice place. And guess what? Those nice white people still go.
No, they moved that, remember?
No, it's only across the street, bro. Same area. It's same area. It's only
across the 95. The 95
no,
and 87 or something?
87, that's 87, but it's Jerome Avenue. It's in the same area.
Jerome Avenue, yeah. Jerome Avenue.
Yeah, that's the hood. That's the hood. That's the South Bronx.
Nah, that is.
I mean, I don't know if that's the part of the hood. That's kind of north.
You can walk there.
Nah, that's not. That's a fact, man. You can Google that. 161st
man,
is the hood, bro.
White Plains, man.
I was born in White Plains. You a damn lie. That's 45 minutes, almost to an hour away from White Plains. No. Now, Houston, y'all done got your little stadium in the hood.
Sports TV.
You say Houston got what?
I said y'all stadium ain't in the hood, and we already know Staples Center and all of that.
Ward is literally right outside Third Ward. Literally.
Yeah. Are you talking about Reliance Stadium?
No, I'm talking about Minute Maid Stadium. But Reliance is right. But more so.
Yeah, Reliance is by the belt, right?
And you see how y'all all get compromised? We in New York, we got the same names for our stadium and our basketball arenas as it always was. MSG has always been MSG since my mother was a child. Yankee Stadium has been a Yankee Stadium for over 115 years. Y'all can't say that. Y'all bought out, man. See?
And listen, you're a frog leg lie because Dodger Stadium is still Dodger Stadium.
Dodgers come from Brooklyn. Oh, they come from Brooklyn. Evans Field. That's where Dodgers come from.
The Giants come from New York as well. So what do that mean?
And they both played at Evans Field. Yeah, in Brooklyn. Yes. Yeah, they did. But the Giants are irrelevant. No. Come on, Dex.
The Giants got some few World Series under their belts. At one time, they won 2 World Series in 4 years.
What are you talking about? Baseball Giants. Gotcha.
Oh yeah. I mean, we can talk about my New York Giants. We relevant too. We relevant. You see that big win we had last weekend? We on a run now. We going to the Super Bowl this year. All facts.
Hey, I don't like how people hating on Saquon Barkley, man, like that last year. Like that dude ain't that dude. I don't know where that shit came from. People talking like this dude a scrub. I'm like, no, bro, he had a bad year, man.
Yeah, he had a bad year. Now he ain't no scrub, man.
Yeah.
Yo, I said it here first on Flight Sports TV. Saquon Barkley gonna win the Russian title. En route to the New York Giants going to the Super Bowl.
I don't know.
No way.
Yeah, we coming out the NFC, baby.
The Giants gonna lose their next 7 games.
Coming out the NFC, baby. We coming out the NFC.
That ain't happening.
Yeah. We coming out the NFC, man. Okay, I put it like this, y'all. We're gonna make it as far as the Lakers make it.
Well, you ain't saying much.
Y'all don't got no faith in y'all home squad. That is, man, come on, man.
Nope.
You got King James, man. You got Russell Westbrook. You got top 75 players. You got Anthony Davis.
We got Russell Westbrook for now.
Yeah. Hey, bag of chips, bro. Bag of chips. Chips on Russell Westbrook.
Hold on 1 second, Fonz. What you think about that Russell Westbrook situation? You think he stays, or you think they're still shopping him? What's going on?
I think they soft shopping him. I think right now they're gonna see if the kumbaya shit gonna work out. Which, I mean, that's a smart play, so that way you don't look bad as a franchise getting rid of. Now they're gonna see if the kumbaya shit gonna work out. Which, I mean, that's a smart play.
Wait a minute. Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second. Something just happened. One second, Hoop Jargon. We're gonna get right back to you. But we got a new brother that just pulled up on the stream. I'm not familiar who he is. Brother, will you introduce yourself?
What's going on, everybody? Hold on, can y'all hear? What's going on, everybody? I'm King Dizza like RZA from the RZA and Jizza from the Wu-Tang Clan, you know. Liquid Sword. So I made this name years ago, but like Liquid Swords, I was literally going through just bumping a bunch of East Coast stuff. I'm from the West Coast, but I was bumping Liquid Swords by Jizza, and I just Jizza and my name.
Classic album.
How'd it go? They all came
anyway, for sure.
They all came to the game. They changed the name.
Yeah. So if y'all can tell, I'm straight up out of, I'm straight up out the West Side. So I see y'all got like a sports thing. So I just wanted to pop on.
How long you been rocking with this channel?
Well, I just found this channel like 10 minutes ago, homie.
Oh, okay. Well, shit, good. You done found you a hell of a channel, man. You need to hit that subscribe button. And
yes, sir.
We live every single day. We haven't took a day off in over a year.
Yeah, I've been hearing what y'all been talking about, man, and I'm like,
talk to me.
So I think someone was talking about Russ before I came on.
Yeah, do he stay?
No, Russ is gone. Russ is gone. The reason why that we get Pat Bev, the reason why that we get Dennis Schröder is this. The reason why Russ just sold his house or just put his house up for sale, a $30 million house. Unofficially, Russ knows that his days is numbered. Unofficially. Because Russ was a consistent player. Russ played in 78 games, 78 out of 82 games. Very consistent player. But at the same time, put that in context, Russ, he lost a lot of games for us. The turnovers was too crazy. He made too many turnovers and wrong at bad times. LeBron had a lot of turnovers too. I'm not going to discount him because I'm a Lakers fan first. But at the same time, Russ was messing up specifically in the fourth quarter. And I've been to I've seen plenty of games. I'm telling you right now, with my own 2 eyes.
This is a sad day for LA, man. This is a sad day. Yo, we got 3 guys on here from LA. We talking about an LA dude, and y'all basically dismissing this dude. But you telling me I gotta check in though.
Let me ask you a question.
Hold on 1 second. Phonics, let him go.
But let me ask you a question. Russ, if Russ was on the Sacramento Kings, I'm here with you. I got the whole lineup. What you want? I got.
Shout out to the Sacramento Kings, man.
I'm gonna tell you how much of a Laker fan I am. I be buying Laker jerseys. Hold on, I'm gonna show you how much I got. Hold on, player. Watch.
You see, the Sacramento Kings is the example of some bullshit. You see what he did? He said the Sacramento Kings.
Hey,
I'm trying to change that.
Hold
like,
on. I'm
hey,
such a Laker fan.
You see?
Look, I even got a Steve Nash, homie.
Oh shit!
Oh shit! You got
I
the
even
Nash?
got a Steve Nash.
You wilding with that Steve Nash.
I got everything. What y'all want? I got everything.
God damn, that boy got a Steve Nash.
I
But
want to see a
I got a
JaVale
Steve
McGee.
Nash.
If you show me a JaVale McGee, you all
What
time.
Alonzo? What
I don't have a
Alonzo
JaVale.
jersey?
I don't have a
What
JaVale.
Alonzo?
I don't
You
have
got
a JaVale.
Alonzo?
I got it. Well, hold on. I got Alonzo. Hold on.
Why
There we
would you
go.
have Alonzo jersey?
There we go.
Why this is getting disrespectful? I'm gonna have to get off of here. This is getting
There
real
we go.
disrespectful.
There we
You
go.
got LA dudes
He's
Nah,
disrespecting
you got
Russell
the
Westbrook.
oh
Yeah,
shit.
there we go.
Oh, not the
That's what I'm
gold.
talking about.
Hold on.
He got the
Listen,
I'm
gold.
gonna take y'all
listen.
a step further. Hold on.
You
Wait.
got
Hold
more?
on.
Man, go ahead and
Oh, he
sit on
must
that
got
jersey,
more. He
man.
must got
Go ahead and
more.
sit on that jersey.
You got
Laker
triple
night,
B's?
baby. Laker
If we
night,
pull out
baby.
the triple B's, I'm listen. We're gonna end the stream and go
Ready?
tomorrow.
Y'all ready?
What you got? Oh, no, that's
Okay,
cool.
okay. Now we talking. Now we talking. Okay.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I
now
want
we
to get back.
talking.
Anyway, I want to get back. So if Russell was on, if Russell stayed with the Washington Wizards, or if he went to the Sacramento Kings,
I like this dude.
or to a team that's not good, that's not getting national attention, Russ would be 20 points a night. Russ is not a terrible player. He's just he's a great player on terrible teams. But when you put him on a good team, or you put him with a team that has high expectations, the brother foes. The
What
brother
about
jams
OKC
up.
at one
That's
time?
why
They
when
had
the
a high
process
expectation.
blocks. What's up?
What about what OKC had high expectation? Remember, because they was
have high
prone to dethrone the
expectations?
Lakers.
When did they have
Remember
high
when they were?
expectations?
Okay, hold on.
When was
Remember
this?
they were. This is all access decks. Okay, listen. Remember, I think in 2000, I think it was 2009, where they gave the Lakers a run for their money.
No,
right?
you're talking about yeah. Well, I mean, but they were all babies though.
Okay, I give you
They
that.
were all babies. But whenever
Okay.
they went against LeBron, I think it was LeBron James' first ring.
Before that.
I think it was his
that.
first ring. But I'm just saying though, like they were all babies though. You know, like
Okay, I give
2009,
you that.
he was in the league for. I mean, that was James Harden's like rookie year or whatever. You know,
I give you that.
So like they were all
Let
babies.
me ask you a question, guy. This is Marvin, man.
What's up?
Now I hear you blaming Russ for all of these things. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a Russell Westbrook fan. Whoa. Let me finish. I'm not saying you blame, because I was going to ask you a specific question. You saying how much he was a problem on the Lakers.
Yes,
how many games did Russ lose for the Lakers last year? Himself.
I'm gonna say for him, just himself, I'm gonna say probably about 8 or 9 games.
You figure Russell Westbrook lost 8 or 9 games for the Lakers last year.
Specifically, where he went ahead and messed it up.
That's not true.
But you know what? I'm gonna play the devil's advocate. LeBron wasn't playing at his best, and the elephant up in the room, because this isn't Russ's team, and this isn't LeBron's team. This is AD's team. LeBron already told him this your team. So the one that dropped the ball the most last year was strictly AD. I'm just gonna be 100% real with you. Yeah, you talking about that? You talking about that Lonzo, huh? No, my dad bought me this before he passed away, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep this Lonzo until I die. This right here.
Respect. That's good. Listen, Lonzo Ball, that's our favorite player around here, man.
But no, everyone dropped the ball last year. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, Russ has an expiring contract. Also, we have people that are willing, because we still can get Bogdanovich and Cam, and we can get that trade. Why would you not want Russ?
I spoke on that already.
I must have missed it. But
what you mean, Cam Reddish?
Yeah, if we can go ahead and trade away and get that, because the other team, you're getting a expiring contract. So if Russ plays amazing next year, you just offer him $20 million. If Russ sucks, you just write him off the books. It's a win-win situation, because because some of these teams, they already know we ain't gonna be shit next year. They already know that. So we go ahead and just trade
Bulls.
them off. No, the Bulls gonna be good. The East, no, and I was saying this.
Why the Bulls gonna be good? Why?
I was saying that. Well, the Bulls are going to be a good team, but the East Coast is serious now. This ain't the East Coast this is the best that I've seen the East Coast in probably 10 years.
Oh wow.
Or maybe more. Because think about it. Every team, Boston, Milwaukee, right? Philly, Cleveland, Miami, Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Why Atlanta? Because of Javante Murray?
I think those are young gunners. I think Atlanta are young boys, young gunners, and I think that they can probably make a deep playoff run. I don't see NBA Finals in their future right now, but they got some young gunners. Them young boys. I mean, you got to give it the young boys something. I look at them like how I look at Memphis, because Memphis got all those young gunners. So I look at
yeah, they like the Knicks. They like the Knicks.
I look at them just like how I look at Memphis, because Memphis, they got some young gunners, and them boys can ball, and them boys ain't no punks, because them boys will sit back and drop 30 on you and meet you in the parking lot and go ahead and give you some fists. I like them young boys. So yeah.
So you expect Atlanta to be in the playoff, not the play-in scenario?
Because out of the East, hold on, let me see. Let me pull up the East Coast right now, because let me look at all the NBA.
So, while you doing that, do you have any hopes on Toronto?
Toronto's good. Scotty Barnes is real good. That's a young gunner right there, Scotty Barnes. Hold on, let me pull up. All right, so the East. All right, Miami, playoffs. They'll be in the playoffs. Boston, they'll be in the playoffs. The Bucks, they'll be in the playoffs. Philly, they'll be in the playoffs. Toronto, they'll be in the playoffs.
New York, they'll be in the playoffs.
Nope.
Play in.
Play in. Get this guy out of here, Fight. Get this guy out of here.
I like Cleveland. I like Atlanta. I like Charlotte. Pretty much, I like.
What is it like about Charlotte?
I like the same thing about Atlanta. They're just young boys. I don't expect them to go deep in the playoffs, but I think that they can. Them young boys will make you work though. That's what I'm saying.
But Charlotte is in shambles. It looks like the infrastructure is crumbling on it.
I don't know, man.
You disagree?
I think they can still hold it together though. I think it's.
Why? Because LaMelo got the keys?
Yeah, LaMelo got the keys. He got the keys. He got the keys. Everybody hopped off a camera. It's only me on camera. Damn.
No, you in flight. You good?
Just on full.
We got you in the hot seat right now.
I'm in the hot seat.
That's why he's doing something he ain't got no business doing. That's why he went off camera.
Well, I'm sitting back. Sitting back, enjoying myself. I'm enjoying myself with this. It was just my birthday yesterday, so I'm just enjoying myself.
Okay, happy belated, black man. Happy belated, man. Happy New Year, bro.
Happy belated birthday.
Yes, sir.
Mine's coming up soon.
Well, let me ask you this, guys. You being a Lakers fan, from the beginning of the after the season was over, expectations of Kyrie Irving and all of the picks that the Lakers then picked up. How do you think they headed? And are you disappointed?
I think the Lakers are heading in a better position than like last year. I think I think we're in a good position to be to make a deep playoff run, but it all depends on a few things. LeBron and Father Time. It depends on Anthony Davis, because this is Anthony Davis' team. And we cannot have another year of, Anthony Davis playing like a bitch. Let's just be real. So, if Anthony Davis,
do you guys believe that?
What's up?
Do the panel believe that this team is Anthony Davis' team instead of LeBron's?
Well, LeBron said it.
Yeah,
LeBron said it though.
He said it out of his own mouth.
Said it that this is
we go as far as Anthony Davis go.
This is AD's team.
Yep, he did say that. They played. Yeah, he did say that. It's just LeBron. against LeBron as an overshadowing figure, sometimes it's hard to just emerge and take the mantle and move forward while he's still present.
Exactly. You know, because it's kind of like not necessarily like Kobe and Shaq were two like alphas and two egos, but just in terms of like star power, because LeBron is I mean, LeBron, whether or not you love him or hate him, LeBron's a top 10, arguably a top 5 player. I think he's a top 5 player, but some people don't think that. But you got to respect LeBron. I mean, LeBron is one of the greatest players of all time. Exactly. You know, yeah, I got the LeBron, I got the Laker 6 and the Laker 23 up in there. You know, I got the Magic,
Right,
I got the Magic on like right now. But
that's
you know,
super uber classic.
LeBron, but yeah, LeBron is just such a big star. But I think AD, my thing about AD is this: Giannis. I think Giannis is the best player up in this league. But I think AD should be up there with him. There's no reason why AD should not be in the MVP talks. At least that. There's no reason. AD can shoot, he can dribble, the dude can play defense, the dude can bring the ball up the court. The dude, he got pretty good IQ. He's not a dummy. AD is a good dude. So
you gotta stay on the court.
Yeah, exactly. So then that's what I was saying. So getting back to that other gentleman's thing, it all depends on AD if he can if AD can stay healthy. It depends on what Father Time does with LeBron. It depends on the chemistry. And as much as I like Darvin Ham, and Darvin Ham is what this team needs, because Darvin Ham is a black man that's not going to take no bullshit. And I love that. Because Frank Vogel last year, he was a punk. Just be completely real with you. Frank was a fall guy. He was a fall guy. He was a fall guy because it wasn't all his. But Frank Vogel got some of the worst substitutions I've ever seen. He cannot sub out a player to save his life.
My brother, we can romance.
Is so terrible. But anyway, I'm just saying.
We can romance on the Lakers all day long because there is a legacy franchise. But there's other people want to hear your perspective on other teams like the Pelicans.
Yeah, come on. The Pelicans are good. The Pelicans are looking good.
How about the Knicks?
The Pelicans are looking good.
Leave them alone, Marvin.
No, the Knicks. Now hold on. Now
no, bro.
I'm gonna pull up the Knicks. Like the Knicks. I can tell you like right now, the Pelicans are going to make a deep playoff run. I can say that right now.
Why is that?
Well, hold on. Let me take it back. Let me correct myself. Is Zion going to be playing game 1 of this season, the season opener? Is he playing or is he hurt?
No, he's not hurt. He's ready to go. But I don't know if he's going to play. That part I don't know.
If Zion,
I can't say.
If Zion is game ready by the first game, Pelicans might go deep in the playoffs. They might become a 50 win game team
season.
They might get 50 wins.
Now that's saying a lot because I don't know when the last time the Pelicans won 50 games, if they ever have won 50 games.
Think about who they got still. They got Zion. They got the boy from Portland.
CJ McCullough.
He's a great point guard. They got him. I mean, I'm
they got BI.
And then they got BI.
Yeah.
They still got Josh Hart.
No, he's gone. Josh Hart gone.
Where's he at then?
He's in Portland. He was part of that. He was part of that CJ trade.
That's part of the McCollum trade. Okay. But I still think with those three guys,
they got Herb Jones,
yeah,
a sensational defender.
With those three guys, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. You know, because I just pulled up the East Coast. Let me look at the West Coast. Okay, so look, Phoenix. They'll still make a deep playoff run, but Phoenix, they got to get rid of that owner because that owner is racist as hell. So they got to get rid of that owner.
Well, he's suspended for this year.
Well, that's like a slap on the wrist, though. Come on now, you already know.
Exactly. I
You
agree.
already know. The man can sit back and say the N word
Right.
in a league that's the NBA is like what 75, 80% black,
Yeah,
and
that's
you
right.
can say the N word.
Yeah.
Come on now, man. Like I honestly, God, after these contracts, any player in free agency that signs with the Phoenix Suns is a coon. But that's more of a political thing. I don't want to turn this into a political thing, but I'm just going to look at you sideways. If you sign with the Phoenix Suns after this, no respect. But anyway, Phoenix Suns, they'll make a deep playoff run. Memphis, I think the Memphis boys, they'll still be good. Golden State, you already know. Come on, Steph. The dude can just throw the ball up and
They have a
everything.
championship pedigree, no doubt.
Dallas. I gotta see how the Dallas bench is. I still think that they're a good team, but Dallas, I gotta see how that Dallas bench is. Utah is out of here. Denver, they'll be in the playoffs, but I just don't think Joker is a good. I just don't see MVP. Not a unanimous. I just
Well, he
don't
won
see
it
that.
twice. I'm just
I
saying
don't
he
see
won
it.
it twice. How many more times
See
you think
how.
he can win it?
I don't see how because I don't think he's that player though. Think about
What
it.
about the Clippers? You're a Laker fan. How you feel about the Clippers and their team?
John Wall's a nice pickup, but John Wall hasn't played in like 2.5 years. Kawhi is a diva. You know, we're from the same city right there. You see that SD.
Oh,
You
you
see
from
that
San Diego? Okay.
You see that, yeah, you see that Dago, yeah.
Well,
But
he ain't from there. He played there.
well, yeah. He's not from there, but I mean the dude pretty much he has like a $8 million house out there, out
Right.
by
Yeah. No
out
doubt.
by
No doubt.
La Jolla. The Clippers, they'll be in the playoffs. The Clippers, but my thing about the Clippers is that I think more so they'll be in the play-in than the playoff.
Ooh, with a healthy team.
I'm gonna say that.
You're a real Laker
Well, it
fan.
depends. It depends. I'm gonna shoot them some bail. It depends because the Clippers they've been more consistent than us Lakers, you know. But the Clippers, when they get to the playoffs, they fall apart. Come on now, dude. They had
Yeah,
Lob
exactly.
City. What happened with Lob City? Nothing. What happened with Kawhi and Paul George for what 3 years now? Nothing. Come on now, you know
Right. They just
can't even.
they just get rotten from the inside for somehow.
Yeah,
I don't
and
know.
they can't even make the damn Western Conference Finals. Come on now, man. Get these guys up out of
They
here.
made it once.
They made it once in let's say 10 years. Come on now. Minnesota might be good because
Why?
think about it. You still got Rudy, you got D'Angelo, you still got Cat,
Yeah.
and you still got Anthony Edwards.
That's right, Ant-Man.
You still
He's
got
looking to be an all-star this year.
Yeah. The boy
really
can
campaigning
hoop.
for him.
I said the Pelicans are going to go deep in the playoffs. San Antonio's out of here. The Lakers are going to be good, of course. I think the Lakers right now we have the potential.
You'll be a numbnut to expect otherwise.
Yeah. Sacramento's out of here. Portland, Dame Lillard's going to rot up in Portland. I think Dame should have left. I think Dame was a fool because these teams do not show loyalty to players. They just don't.
Do you think Dame is showing loyalty to the team, or Dame is showing loyalty to his bank account?
He's showing loyalty to the team because if Dame came to the Lakers, the amount of money that he'll make in pure endorsements alone will make up that little difference. Look at Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis makes $20 million just off the court, just doing potato chip commercials. Come on, you know, was it Slim Can Hoop? Yeah, T Wolves are a sleeper. Yeah, like I said, T Wolves. But I'm gonna say this though to Slim Can Hoop. It depends on how Rudy, AE, Cat, and D'Angelo how they can merge and play together. It depends on that. So we'll see. Portland, they're going to be trash. Oklahoma's going to be trash, and then Houston's going to be trash. I mean, it is what it is.
I disagree with you on that Portland deal. I think Portland's going to be better than a lot of people think.
By what standard? But what standard?
I mean, but not
Almost did a
trash.
backflip.
Are you saying are they going to be in the play-in?
Shout out to teamwork.
Yeah, they can get very close to it. It all depends. It all depends on how well the other teams are playing, how many games they need to win.
Right,
but Portland's not a bad team.
All right, let me go ahead and look at this Portland. Let me go and look at this roster right now because I need to look.
Oh my God, Jordan G. Hold on.
Let me go ahead and look.
We got somebody that's having an episode right now.
All right.
I mean, I'm not saying that they
winners. I don't know about that one. One now. All right. Kenjon Belvins. I don't know who that is. Greg Brown. Don't know. Chris Dunn. Don't know. Drew Eubanks. Like these, I don't know none of these players.
Well, maybe that's the reason you're saying that.
Yeah, anytime somebody has an episode, we play music, and Jordan G just popped up out of nowhere. I don't know where he came from, the sky, the ocean, or
Jordan's been sipping on this with me tonight.
And he came in with an episode. He didn't even warm up. He came in hot off the episode.
He's been sipping on this fireball with me. Lord. Yeah, nah. I like y'all.
That's incredible.
I like y'all podcast. It's a pretty cool podcast,
Yeah, we do this every night. Tonight it just happened to be Laker night. Thank you, Flight, because he's been ignoring the Lakers for so long. Flight just don't care too much about the Lakers.
Well, no, we can talk. I mean, honestly, you can.
Flight is depressed with the.
I got Kobe there.
The Knicks.
I'm a Laker. I'm a Laker guy. We can talk about other teams. I'm just a Laker.
That's right. So exactly. Yeah, hey, listen. Sure. Let's talk about the Knicks. Marvin want to hear you talk about the Knicks. Phonics, he left because he don't want to hear any dismal talk about the Knicks. But Flight is still here. We might have to play some music for Flight, but he's still here. So let's hear some of your New York Knicks takes. Are they going to be better? Are they going to be the same? Or are they going to be worse?
For me?
Yes, for you.
Well, so explain that Donovan Mitchell trade. Who did the Knicks get?
They got Jalen Brunson from the Dallas Mavericks. Paid him over $100-something million. Made him $100 million man. And who?
So it's Jalen Brunson. Then who's there? So then who's their starting five now?
Like I said, who?
Who's the
who they starting five? Your guess is good as mine.
Knicks starting. Well, let me see here.
I would say Jalen Brunson, RJ Barrett.
Julius Randle. Kept RJ. I thought they got rid of RJ.
Yeah. No, he's still there.
Oh, hold on
Randle,
now. Oh, okay then.
They got Mitchell Robinson, and I don't know who that fourth player might start. I'm not sure. Could be Evan Fournier.
Okay, yeah, Evan Fournier, yeah. When it comes to New York City, I still think Brooklyn is still going to be getting more wins than the Knicks.
Yeah, that don't surprise me.
I think Brooklyn might, but that's a weird team. They got a weird dynamic. I can see it on both ends. As far as the New York Knicks, I think the New York Knicks will be in the play-in. If anything, they'll be in the play-in. But as far as the Brooklyn Nets, it can go either Steve Nash and KD click and they become great and they go deep in the playoffs, or KD is still mad at Steve Nash because KD.
I got a call coming in.
Yeah, I think KD messed up way too much on that, man. I think he dropped the ball way too bad on that.
Yeah,
that whole thing.
I think Brooklyn is itself. It's its own rudder. So I think they can navigate these rigorous, choppy waters and get to represent half of the Eastern Conference.
You saying Brooklyn? You saying Brooklyn?
Yeah, I think Brooklyn can navigate through that. Yeah, they got two. They got two of the top 15 guys in the league, and it could be higher if Kyrie, wouldn't be so wishy washy.
Well,
And
I'm not. Well, that's his own personal decision. As a black man, you already know our history with taking shots and all
no,
that
no,
stuff.
I'm not talking about
So I'm
that
not. I'm not
aspect.
going to.
He's
I'm
not
not going to.
my
I'm
brother.
not going to get mad at him about that. Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about that aspect. I respect him for that.
Yeah.
Honestly, I cheer for him. I roll for him
Yeah.
on that aspect. But
Yeah.
but Kyrie is wishy washy on the court as well,
Yeah.
in the locker room.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not talking about off the court. Off the court, you do whatever you do to make your family, better unit. But on the court, sometimes he could be wishy washy. He can look off teammates, and he can just have what you call a brain fog at times.
Yeah.
And sometimes it comes in crucial moments of the game.
Yeah. I mean, Ben Simmons is just not that dude at all, man. Ben Simmons is. They gave Ben Simmons that light skin package. I mean, they sat back. If Ben Simmons wasn't this light skinned dude that had a good agent, Ben Simmons would probably be out the league right now. And let's just be real.
Well, can you say the same for Lonzo?
And
they have the same agent. They both light skinned.
Same thing for Lonzo.
You really think so? I disagree with that.
If Lonzo Ball, but see, Lonzo Ball actually plays though too. That's another thing too. Lonzo
okay,
Ball
there we
actually
go.
plays. Lonzo Ball dad hyped him up. Lonzo Ball would have been drafted. I think all the boys are good. Even the one that is not up in the league. I think he's still good. But Ben Simmons specifically, the dude is just not a warrior. He's not a hustler. The dude is just so how he did that stuff with such a diva. That whole thing with Philly and talking with you. I mean, what's your name?
All Access.
All access. Talking with you.
All access. Dex.
Just talking with you. Access. In the short amount of time that I've talked with you, it seems that you kind of like a stand-up dude. Seems that you not like if I tell you something, you gonna like if you tell me something, you gonna do it. You seem like that type of person.
Don't give me that much.
Hold on, Marvin.
Hold on now. I didn't mean to.
Bro, you're right. You're not in the crossfire. You right. I'm gonna put a shield.
But I'm
gonna put a shield on you, brother, because you're right. My word is my bond, and bond is my life, and I would give my life before my words are fail. So you're right on that.
But
with all within my power.
But what I'm saying is that you seem to be, but you don't. But I mean, as a man, you know that what Ben Simmons did with Philly was some, punk stuff. We all know that stuff. I just don't see no one really respecting dude up in the league, and the dude is not even trying to play ball. The dude, the problem with the modern NBA is a lot of these guys, they spend too much time trying to become fashion models, trying to become Instagram celebrities. They trying to get on the latest girl. They trying to do this. They trying to do that. That's why I'm saying that, like, whenever I can see someone just ball out and just have a good time, I'm happy for that. Because a lot of these dudes, they come in the league with all this hype and then they fall apart and they jam up real bad, almost like a processed Glock. If you know anything about guns, these dudes, So when I look at Ben Simmons, I'm off, dude.
So you saying a lot of these new cats are just trendy?
Yeah, absolutely.
They're not hungry for a championship.
Out of the new school of players, the only two that I see still being big stars in 10 years is Ja and Melo.
Ooh, what Melo? You talking about Carmelo or LaMelo?
LaMelo.
Ooh, we need some more on that.
Yeah, you Dex like to hear that.
I can agree with that.
Yeah, but Melo is decent. He's decent.
Because LaMelo, but see the problem the thing about LaMelo, the thing that like LaMelo Ball did was he would always play with Lonzo and his older brother. So LaMelo always played with older dudes. So LaMelo's a good ball player. Now he does get into himself a little bit, but I think LeVar put enough sense in him to know, to kind of know right from wrong. I think LaMelo knows how to handle himself to a certain extent.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
He's still 20 though. I mean, you know what I'm saying? So he's going to have his emotional intelligence challenge day in and day out because he's 20. He's worth a lot of money. People's grabbing on him from every which way because they know he's the goose that laid the golden egg.
Yeah.
And LaMelo can bring you out of poverty instantly. All he got to do is put you on his team and you out of poverty. So, and then you live in a life, you could live the life of Riley if you play your cards right off LaMelo. So one thing you better not do, I'm gonna tell you like this. You better not talk about his dad. Because when you talk about his dad, he might not say nothing, but you out. You just out. I mean, he won't even look your way.
Yeah.
Because he have so much respect for his dad, especially since that Miles Bridges incident. And LaMelo was summoned to LA to be debriefed. And LeVar had to lay heavy on him because this is serious. This is your life. And at 20, you can't think that every breath you breathe is going to be prosperous. So in order for you to stay afloat and don't get caught up in the mishaps of others, you got to make sure you always have an exit plan, a way out when things get risky. Go ahead, Marvin.
Y'all just wanted to address and let you guys know something. I hear a lot about Ben Simmons, guys, and I really believe he gets a bad shake on the last game he played, and then he came up with this injury stuff, and everybody looked back at that last game. But here's some numbers for Ben, man. He doesn't shoot the ball very much. At the beginning of last year, he started off the season averaging 9 shots a game. He averaged 13 points, 9 rebounds, and 6 assists. Shooting 9 shots a game, those are not bad numbers. The next month, they gave him 9 shots a game again. He had 13 points, 8 rebounds, and 7 rebounds, and 8 assists that month. But get this guy. In the following month, when they decided to give him the ball, he shot the ball 13.2 times a game. He averaged 21 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists, while shooting 62% from the field. Now listen, I know we ain't seen Ben Simmons play, but that was Ben Simmons playing right there. And that was a trusting in him shooting the ball too. Shooting over 60% from the field, guys, which is why a lot of people was high on him. And then at the end of the season, I can go back to the playoffs where he looked terrible. The last thing we seen, the last game he played in the playoffs was against Atlanta, where he was 2 for 4, 13 rebounds, and only 5 points. But all we remember is him not taking that layup. So we can always go back to points like this, guys, of what have we done for what have we seen and what have he done for us lately. Now picture him. He's not going to get no 13 shots a game on Brooklyn. I don't believe that. But he's always an assist man and a rebound man. And being 6'11", I think he will make a difference on that Brooklyn team. And I think he got something to prove because so many people, doubted him. And he needs to do it for himself also. But I just wanted to bring that up because I'm not a fan of him. But I look back at players when they beat the Creek the same way they do Russell. And to you, what's your name again, guy? Laker fan? Laker fan, what's your name?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, well, just call me King Dizza.
Okay, King. All right. And I hear a lot of the Laker fans, throwing a lot of blame to Russell. Talking about him playing bad in the fourth, not being good for the team. Russell, and they're talking about turning the ball over all the time. Russell actually turned the ball over less last year than he ever have in his career. And it is to be said that anytime you handle the ball a lot, if you go to the turnover stats in the NBA, they're all the top guards because they handle the ball the most. If you're going to handle the ball that often, you're going to turn it over more than others. So, and I'm not saying Russell was a perfect fit for the Lakers, but sometimes you have to make things fit where they're going to fit. Because of the Lakers knowing his game, they didn't try to adjust to his game either. As well as he didn't try to adjust to the Lakers game either. It should have been a 50-50 thing, I believe. And the blame was to go around with the Lakers, starting with injuries. You miss LeBron James and you miss AD that many games. I mean, any team's going to struggle. The same thing with the Bulls, how we got hurt, banged up. So, I mean, injuries mean a lot in this game, guys. We know it's a part of the game. But, I think, and it's to be said, just like with Dex early in the year saying about the trade. I know every last one of us want to better our teams. But I just can't get into the trade thing, just like this trade with Schröder just went through today. Wasn't very many of us understanding or even thought that was coming. It might have been a whisper of it. But usually the trades that happen, we know nothing about. So I think the Lakers are okay. But then you look at that West, it's a tough league out there, man. I still feel like, what are they going to do with Russ? I think they're going to play him. I really do. I think he's going to stay. And like I read out that starting lineup a little while ago, I think it could work. Because, one more year, them guys gelling together, I think they can pull it together. I really do.
Well, we're going to basically see how this turmoil unfolds, because right now it's the quiet before the storm. You don't hear much gasping, fodder, banter towards the Lakers in any way, shape, or form, whether it's positive or if it's negative. We're not hearing much from the Lakers, but I know the Lakers are doing something to get back into the groove. And what this something is, I do not have the answer just yet. But when I do get that answer, I will plaster it all over Flight Sports TV. I guarantee.
Yeah, I believe the Lakers get something else up their sleeve. I mean, but they are strapped. They right. This is a question I have for you, Dex, because I don't know if Phonics knew. Did this move put the Lakers in the luxury tax? Over?
No, we're still good.
You're right up under.
We're still good.
Okay. All right. So, question: with this current roster that you guys have right now, how many wins you give me?
Right now, I can see us being between 45 to 50.
And that's coming out of the West. That'll put you where?
45 to 4. Let's say 45 to 55 wins. But there's so many variables because it depends on how healthy AD is.
Here
it
you
depends
go.
on how
Here
healthy LeBron is. So,
couldn't that be said for every, and that's going to be said for every team in the NBA. That's me and Dex and all of us on the panel, we talk about it all the time. Injuries are a part of the game, but if people don't think that changes your season, they got another thing coming. Because if your top players are out, you're just not the same team. Real simple. So injuries are critical. Hopefully everybody can stay healthy to be a real entertaining NBA season. How about that?
Wouldn't that be a fantasy if every NBA player that's significant and influential to his team played at least 76 games?
That's what I'm saying. Then it'd be fun. Then you'll know where the cream gonna rise to, brother.
Right. That's right. The cream always rises to the top.
That's right. Because I understand, man, that all of us on fans of every team, man, we want our teams to be healthy, and it sucks when the guys get hurt. But you know how they say the games go on, and that's when the good coaches come in. You make those adjustments, and you end up doing something special with some teams that fit in. I mean, with some players that fit in places that wasn't regular. Then your coaching ability. Same thing we talk about Billy Donovan, about how he coached the Bulls last year after the injuries started piling up on us. I mean, we can sit on the couch and talk about it as long as we want, but who's to say one of us would have made it better? Did better. I mean, to lose those amount of players. And the same thing with the Lakers. And that's why I say the coach of the Lakers who got fired was basically a fall guy. You fire a guy with a partial team.
Well, hold on. He's a fall guy, but the brother, he got some horrible substitution. He can't sub to save his life. He can't switch up and call plays. The the
Well,
dude is
okay,
trash.
and I'll go back to that sentiment that I say all the time. What have you done for me lately? When the Lakers won the bubble championship, I heard none of that, and I honestly do remember him being the coach. So I don't know how it got so bad all of a sudden when you won a championship with him. So that's why I say, what have you done for me lately?
Because you know why Jason Kidd was calling a lot of those plays though too.
I
That
mean,
was a big reason why Jason
I
Kidd.
mean, but
Jason,
is that
he was that.
speculation?
He was
Is
that.
that
He was no
speculation, or do you know?
Hey,
speculation.
hey,
That's what
Chuck,
former players have said. Like Danny Green has come forth and said that. Danny Green said that Jason Kidd was calling a lot of the plays. That other people were calling a lot of the plays. Frankie V was just that guy that just took all the credit for a lot of things. He said Jason Kidd, Phil Handy, that guy that one older brother, I forget his name right now. But these are the guys that sat back. I'm sorry for burping, but these are the guys that sat back and was calling a lot of plays.
Was it Lionel Hollins?
Hey,
Huh?
Lionel Hollins. Lionel
So,
Hollins.
yeah, was it
What
Lionel
up?
Hollins on the bench?
Hey, but what I wanted to say this, I agree with the young man. The young man is right until he came down with Frank Vogel. Frank Vogel, he really ain't no good coach, and that is his bad part. He do make a whole lot of messed up, bringing in a whole lot of different players, stupid players, team trying to team up and make the chemistry go. He was real bad with that. But then you have to realize, like, what's his name, Marvin saying, that's all he had to work with. He had more to work with when they was in the bubble, but that's what they had to work with after, you know what I'm saying, with that Westbrook thing and all that from last year. And I agree with you. Westbrook will be. I agree with the young man. Westbrook will be better somewhere else, but he ain't gonna be better with the Lakers because of the animosity that's going on with the players now. To a certain extent, Westbrook is the one is the odd person out. That's the one they trying to get rid of. That's the reason they brought that one dude that was they used to be with him before, and they brought him back. That's why they brought him back, because Westbrook finna go. They working on that deal for him to go right now. That's in the process of right now. He's not going to be around to the midseason. They can't afford to have him around like that.
But is he that easy to move, though, Uncle Vern? Is he that easy to move? You got to find a home for him.
It's like with that young man.
Well,
Just like that young man that was just talking a little while ago, he said it just like that. Some team would pick him up because his contract, he on an expiring contract. And even if he do come in and make them be good and stuff and have the fans come to see him, that'd be good too, because you ain't gonna get him for another $20 million.
Yeah. I'm
That
back on.
sounds just like
All
that.
right.
You write him off the books.
Yeah, I'm back on,
All right, well,
y'all.
I got
Sorry,
a
I had to
question.
take care. I had to take care of some work. I'm back on, y'all. What's up?
All right, I got a question. Is Dennis Schroeder better than Russell Westbrook?
No, not no better player, but he's a better
So
fit
how
for.
the Lakers going to get better? How the Lakers get better by bringing in Schroeder and getting rid of Westbrook?
Marvin, he's a better fit for LA.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
He's
So in
a
other
better
words,
fit.
So in other words, what you guys is basically saying is make sure LeBron get his shots and you move out the way. That's what you're saying?
Well, no one's talking about LeBron though.
They ain't got
No
nothing
one's
to do
talking
with
about
LeBron.
LeBron.
Okay, when you say fit, what do you mean by fit? He's not gonna what? Get in the way?
So you are aware that certain players just fit better, right? So whenever you
Oh yeah, I'm
have
definitely aware of him.
like let's say like the Miami Heat, their first year, it was not a good fit because the brothers everyone was like the alpha. No one knew like their role. Then the Miami Heat, after that, they all kind of knew their roles. They understood how things were going to be fit. Like they understand how things are. Russell
Well, before you go
Westbrook.
any further, let me say this. Well, why you not giving Russ that chance? This was his first year. Now you telling me that Miami went through the same thing. Wait, let me finish. You telling me that Miami went through the same thing that you just went through with Russ.
Well, what's the
They
difference between
kept
Miami?
it and let it
What's the
go.
difference between Miami Heat and Russell? What's the difference? But what's the difference? The difference
You
is
just
very
said
glaring.
that first year
Difference is
with
very
Miami,
no,
it didn't work.
no, but the difference is very glaring. You know that. Age. Russell Westbrook, he's getting another year older up on his knees. Come on now. Like we can't. And then also the Lakers, we are a win now team. We don't sit back and we don't sit back and lose, or we don't sit back and just sit down. for the Lakers, it's championship or a bust. That's
Or
just
blame somebody, because that's what it sounds like.
Blame who? Blame who? The team
Are
was
you talking about getting rid?
I said,
Hold on. Let me say this.
wait.
Let me say this. Hold on.
Go ahead.
Now, every time you have a conversation, you mention Russ. So I ain't got to tell you who you blaming. You know who you blaming. Second, if you think bringing in Schröder, when you just said he's not even better than Russell, is going to fix this, you got another thing coming. Third, don't tell me I don't know about Lakers. I know they love to win right now. That's why they got Russell from the start. They felt they were going to win right then. When you talk about Russell Westbrook being the major problem, and I didn't say you blame him, and you need to move him, and you bring in the players you didn't brought in, and it don't happen, and you can't blame Russ then what's going to be said? Listen, let me tell you this. This whole thing is based on, you don't want to say it, just like when I mentioned his name, why you bringing up LeBron? Russ didn't fit because LeBron is there, period. Because he wasn't happy in getting off, even though he still averaged 30 points a game. Everybody felt he was in LeBron's way.
What was Russell's Westbrook excuse when he was with Oklahoma City? And also, what was the excuse when he was out there with Harden?
He had none. They played well. They went to the
so let me go ahead
finals. He didn't have any excuses.
So let me go ahead and retort to this brother right here, all right?
You understand me? I'll let you go.
All right,
I'll let you go right after this. I'm saying is this. When you guys constantly say Russ gonna fix this by leaving, I don't think so. It's way deeper than Russ. It's way deeper than just Russ.
So let me go ahead and freestyle real quick. So Russell, whenever I joined this podcast, there was a brother on here. I think his name was Dex, All Access Dex or something.
He's still on the panel.
He was asking specifically about Russell. So then I was talking about Russell. But I made a point to go ahead and say that the blame, right? The blame of last season is on AD, because this is AD's team. LeBron said it plainly. This is your team. You are the big dog. But what happened? AD got hurt. He played in 30 games last year, something like that. And even whenever he did play, the brother was running around like a little bitch. So let's just go ahead and just put that out there. So the blame is on AD for why the Lakers didn't even make the play-in. It's not on Russ. Specifically, I was asked about games that Russ blew. I would say Russ probably blew about 8 or 9 games just because of his playing style, because there's a few games that I saw with my own 2 eyes where we were up by 20 points, and within probably a 2 to 3 minute time and playing clock time, Russ turned the ball over. Russ ignored LeBron. Russ ignored Malik Monk, Malik Monk was our second most consistent shooter after LeBron James. Scorer after LeBron James last season. And I'm actually sad that he's gone now. But Malik Monk is a solid 20 bucket a night player. But Malik Monk was very consistent. But there was a lot of games where Russ had the ball and he would ignore everyone else and go to the 3-point line and put up a jackpot shot. And what happened? Either airball it or what happened? He'll brick it. The other team get the ball. What happens? They're on a fast break. You already know Russell can't defend up on fast breaks. What happens? They score on us. That's what kept on happening.
Okay,
right?
man, I'll say something.
Now, what I'm saying, no, wait, now hold on a second, sister, because like the man addressed me. So the Lakers, the issue is a multi-tier issue. It's not just on Russ. That's why I want to make it clear. It's not just on Russ. Everyone dropped the ball last year. LeBron was missing some games. Some games, the brother was the lack of dedication. AD missed a lot of games, injuries. And then we got Russ and his issues. And then we got Frank Vogel and his horrible substitution. There was a lot of times that they should have called a different play or they should have pulled Russ out. There was a lot of times. But I'm saying specifically, we have a brand new head coach. The man's respected. We got a lot of good players, a lot of fresh energy coming into the Lake show. AD's healthy. LeBron's healthy. He's training up in Italy somewhere now. He's on LeBron right now is up on a $500,000 a night boat working out. The man's healthy. Kendrick Nunn's coming back, who we didn't even see last year. So Kendrick Nunn,
I heard he was still nicked up.
He's coming back. He's coming back. We got Dennis Schroeder. We got Pat Bev. We got Lonnie Walker. I'm putting the Lakers right now as the team is between 45 wins to 55 wins right now.
Go ahead, Purple, baby. Go ahead, Purple.
Okay. No, I just wanted, and I appreciate it. This is the first one of the few people I've heard that don't place the blame on Russ. But here's the thing: Electric never changes his spots. Russell showed his behavior prior to even coming to the Lakers, and I'm just trying to understand why Lakers fans did they think that he wasn't going to play this way? Like, what's going on with that situation?
Well, the problem is that I didn't want Russ. The deal just happened. I wanted Buddy Hield, but once that deal's happened and you put on that purple and gold armor, I'm gonna roll with you. I'm gonna roll with you. So I was in on Russ. I was trying to big him up and try to do, people online in these very same kind of rooms were sitting back shitting on him. I was like, nah, Russ, let's go ahead and give him a chance. Blasey. After about 20 games, my whole rhetoric changed. And after about 50 games, trade him. And if the camera goes back on me, if you put the camera back on me, I'll show you how much I was talking about Russ. Because I was on another thing, and I'll show you right now, because it's right behind me. If you put me back on camera, it's right behind me, where I literally just wrote out and said, trade Russ away. And I just left it up there. It's been up there for like 2 months now. But, so I was in on Russ. If you put on that purple and gold armor, I'm on your team. I'm team whatever you are.
And I understand that, and I respect that opinion. But it's just like to me, the perfect blend of players that work together because of play style and how they approach the game. To me, one of the many ones is Kawhi Leonard, although they're never healthy, and Paul George. I don't understand the acting, like, as far as from having a secondary playmaker, that I understand. But other than that, nothing about LeBron James' game or Russell Westbrook's game to me was ever going to work.
Are you from the West Coast?
Huh?
Are you from the West Coast? Are you from LA?
No, but I know that games didn't work together.
But I was gonna say that I don't even acknowledge those bums that rent space up in my arena. I don't even acknowledge those bums, those flippers. We call them the LA flippers. So we don't even acknowledge those bums. Get them out of here. But go ahead, sis.
Yes, but even to the point of Clay and Steph work perfectly together with each other. I never thought. I watched him for almost 7 years play with Kevin Durant. That was a perfect match to me, and whatever, because he picked up in stuff that Kevin Durant lacked in, being the supreme playmaker, and just the like Kevin Durant could go get you a basket, but it was just something like different about him. I knew it wasn't going to work. They still need a second. Well, they don't need one now, but they should have never took him from Washington. It was bad all around. They should have said, "Nah, let's find something else," because that was never going to work.
Well, I just say it's a process, and that's with every team in the NBA. It's a process. And then I just say this also. The Lakers are so held, including what King just said. The Lakers are always in the win now mode.
Yep.
Well, if you don't win this year and you break the team up, then your continuity is not there the following year. If you don't win the following year and you break the team up, your continuity is not there again. I say if they keep West, he knows his role better on the team now. Now, yes, I can say he didn't play the best, but I can say that to a lot of a lot of Lakers players last year. So, I mean, everybody feels like you're supposed to put these brand new guys together, and the first year they're supposed to be great. Doesn't happen
But
like that all the time.
but Marvin, that's what comes with when LeBron James is on the team, as everybody has graciously said, in the role in which they want Russell Westbrook to do. It's not nothing that his game, like
I
it's not
know that.
his strength. So
Yeah.
it's
I
not
mean,
going.
but and I don't know if you heard me, but earlier I said, did the Lakers do enough to try to help Russ out? They want Russ to do what they want to do. They don't want to help him out and run it his way none. So it's partially their fault too.
Yeah.
You
And
got to
then
give a little to get a little bit,
another logic I don't understand is I've heard people over the past week or so here lately, oh, LeBron's still a top 3 player in the league when healthy. Okay, so why would I ask a top 3 player to step back? And I think they said AD was top 10, but whatever. But what, like, at what point do you ask him to be like, yo, I appreciate everything you've done and what you continue to do. And I'm not saying you're not having any effect on the game, but for the sake of this, I need you to step back to allow this person to flourish in this way. You're still going to be in a win now. Well, we're still in a win now situation, but I want you to just take a little bit of a step back, because we're talking. Oh, if LeBron gets 25, averages 25 points a game, and AD averages 25 points a game, 25 points per game, they'll be all right. They'll still be up there. Why is LeBron still getting mentioned? Instead of saying, well, if Russell Westbrook averages 25 points per game, and then you got LeBron giving you almost 25 points per game, or whatever it can be, whatever he can average. Why is it insisted that LeBron is either number 1 or number 2 for this team, and he's almost 38 or 37, whatever he is?
Well, and that goes back to me saying continuity. I mean, if you look at the numbers that they put up last year, I think AD averaged 23, LeBron averaged what, damn near 30, and Westbrook averaged 17. I mean, 18. I mean, well, actually, here's the numbers right here. LeBron averaged 30, AD averaged 23, Russell averaged 18. So he was getting the shots. It was just, they didn't gel. Plus injuries ravished the team. But I'm not taking up for him. I'm just saying. I mean, 18, 7, and 7. I know that could be just said that those are numbers because
But okay, then again, LeBron is getting older. Why can't he take a step back? Russell is younger than him. I don't know
That's
why.
what LeBron's doing this season. LeBron was going to do it last season, but then AD got hurt, so the LeBron had to step up and play. He had to go ahead and do that. But like LeBron already said that this is like your team. I'm gonna take a step back because LeBron's trying to preserve himself so he can go ahead and play with his son. LeBron, do you think LeBron wants to go out and play 35 a night? He don't want to go out and play 35 or 40 a night. LeBron wants to sit
He
back and
averaged
just enjoy
37.
himself.
He averaged 37.
But he don't want to sit back. He don't want to sit back and average 37 a night, 37 minutes a night. Hell no. Who does?
I have the idea.
Oh, you got a bad echo. Bad echo.
You in the
Bad
Matrix,
echo.
dude. You in the Matrix, homie.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got a
Nah,
bad
you need to
echo.
go ahead and you need to go ahead and back out and come back in or something, dude. Yeah.
Oh, you know what, King? I want to ask you and Dex. I don't know if Dex still on the panel. Are the Lakers gonna are they gonna re-sign Carmelo Anthony? Nope.
Carmelo Anthony at a week or two before the trade deadline, we shall go ahead and look, and we will go ahead and look at the at our options, and we will go ahead and look and see.
Wow.
We will go ahead and look and see if we can go ahead and fit him on our team. We can't sit back. We can't sit back and waste a lot of. If we can get Bogdanovich, Cam Reddish, and all these Jordan Clarkson, and we can get these guys, I'd much rather have the young gunners than Carmelo and waste a roster spot on him. We already got that.
He's not currently on the roster though. He's a free agent, right?
He's a free agent. He's a free agent.
And so he's not currently on the he's not currently on the Lakers right
No,
now.
he's not. No, he's not currently up on the Lakers. But if he's available and we have the free space right now, we can go ahead and get him. But at the same time, I just don't.
I think the
I
moves, the
don't.
recent moves, I think the recent moves that the Lakers been making shades more to the fact that you're not going to resign him because I want him
Exactly.
in Chicago. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I want him in Chicago.
I mean, take him, sign him right now.
Well, I don't think the Bulls going to try to do the deal if we looking for that at the trade deadline. Hopefully, he's not signed with anybody by then. But I mean, in the Lakers case, man, I mean, every one of these teams we talk about, you know, as fans, we all want our teams to be better, man. And we can all point to the faults if they don't win it. We all can. As well as Boston played, you see they had to go out and make moves to try to get better. So, I mean, it's a long season, man. And to me, more than anything, you know, we talk about a lot of things, but when your team is not your team, meaning injuries, then, you know, when you get talked about and a lot of things come up, and here we come with, you know, point and blame. So, because I look back at the Lakers season last year, and you guys were 3 games over 500 the day that Anthony Davis got hurt. Well, you struggled after that, and most teams would. So that's just what it is.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So yes, sir.
And you know what? And I wanted to. I'm happy I brought that up because at that present time, the Russell Westbrook trade wasn't looking bad. You were 3 games up. Just so happened, AD got hurt. You were 3 games over 500. AD got hurt, and everything changed. And it can change this just that easy. So, I mean, you know, and then we start pointing blame. But being a franchise like the Lakers, I understand the expectations of the fans, and I know they deserve it. Hey, man, we want to win yesterday.
For sure.
It ain't about no rebuild. It's not
For
about a
sure.
rebuild.
Hey,
you know?
hey, yo, I gotta go ahead and dip on out. Hey, it was a pleasure talking with y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and I'll just subscribe.
Yes, sir.
I like this movement, so I'll go ahead and holler at y'all later, okay?
Yeah, come back. We on every night, man. Come back and
All
holler.
right. For sure, for sure. All right, much love. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Purple, you gone?
No, I'm still here.
Who's your NFL team? You like football, Purple, baby?
Yes, I do. I definitely don't have one of those.
Huh?
I don't have one. I told you I'm a players person.
Oh, man, that means you get a chance to talk about everybody. You know, you wrong on that.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm keeping my eyes on Justin Fields. You know, I want to see how well he does. Trey Lance also, you know, they piqued my interest.
Yeah, when you speak of Justin, you know I'm a Bear fan. You know that.
Yeah.
Really, you know, I think Matt Nagy last year got a bad shake. He didn't really coach that well. But from the small rumbles that's coming out of Chicago is that he was damn near trying to sabotage that team. Did a lot of things wrong on that team. But Justin is really progressing. He's playing well. I mean, the Bears played a bad first half against the 49ers. And I can understand it and say this truthfully. That coaching staff made some hellified adjustments in the second half. They came up, which proves to me that the Bears' young defense is going to be halfway decent too. Now, I'm not blown out of the water behind because they won one damn game. I ain't crazy like that. The Bears they are the youngest team in the NFL. And this is about a rebuild around Justin. So we can keep any W we get anytime is good for us. But I was just looking at our schedule. We play in Green Bay Sunday night. That's going to be a tough one.
That's a loss.
Yeah, we can't do shit with that damn Aaron Rodgers. I don't know, Uncle Vern. I'm playing these by ear. I'm not yay or nay on the Bears basically all this season, but I'm looking at their schedule. It's not real tough. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, we didn't do much in the first game at all. Got a lot of work to do, including a lot of other NFL teams.
Yeah,
Vern, who's your NFL team? Who's your team?
Well, just like Purple Baby said, Marvin, I told you a lot of times, the reason why I had to let the Bears go because they signed Jay Cutler to that multi.
That's over with, Vern. Damn.
Marvin, don't tell you I ain't going back to no. I'm like Purple Baby. look, I like the players. I don't like the organization because they fools. They do foolish stuff. They did it with the Bulls. They did it with the Bears. They do stupid stuff. I can't deal with stupid stuff. I can't support
Well,
stupid
I'll
stuff.
tell you this though, Vern. This year is the first year the Bears are really doing what they're supposed to do. They cut costs, got rid of all them veterans, and they brought in all these young players. The Bears gonna have the most money at the end of this year, next year for the free agent market. So the Bears are in a good spot, dog. They got a young quarterback that they can build around, and they already got rid of most of that heavy salaries on their team. So they still got Robert Quinn, which is the last remaining big time salary on that team, but they can use him until they get ready to move on from him. So if you're gonna do it right in the NFL, you need to do it right by drafting and by cutting costs, and then making sure you have money at the cap space. So the Bears they're on the right path. So
Well,
I think they'll be fine.
sound like they're a couple of years away from a championship contender, huh?
I give them 3 years, and the Bears should be really relevant. Now, here's the deal with that. You know, young teams winning is infectious. So now, if you start letting these boys win, then they can get more confident, and it can happen even before the end. But as far as the current roster, and then the Bears are graded because they have young players that have never been graded. So you never can tell how good they are until they play.
Oh Lord, here we go, Marvin with the Bears again.
So what's going on, Marquez?
What's up? What's up?
They got some young players over there, though. Marquez, you a Giant fan, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Oh, hell. You know what? I wanted to ask you about the Giants.
Yes.
Now, Saquon.
But no, just know and I have to put this out here again. I am a New York sports fan, but when it comes down to basketball, I'm a Milwaukee fan because the Knicks are atrocious. Now continue.
You had to put that in there, didn't you?
Just let him know.
Hey, Marquez, look here. How come you ain't a Green Bay Packers fan? Because the greatest quarterback in the world is playing for the Green Bay Packers.
No,
not Green Bay. Listen, I still love New York sports, so I just know that the Knicks will never be decent or at anything. So I had to leave to help my health because I'm such a passionate player and such a passionate person. So that's why I left the Knicks. But me personally, on the Packers standpoint, I think Aaron Rodgers is just a more overrated version of Brett Favre. And you look at the careers, it shows you that.
Well,
let's talk about it. MVP is the same, won just about the same amount of Super Bowls. He's hindering the development of the young quarterback, which Brett Favre also did, and can't retire and forcing the Green Bay Packers in limbo. That sounds like Brett Favre to me.
Well, one thing I know about Aaron Rodgers, he came in and took Brett
Shut
Favre.
up, Bed-Stuy. Bed-Stuy, leave that alone. I told the chat something out of privacy.
Marquez, I'm talking to you, best. I ain't talking to you right now. What I'm saying is this. I know Aaron Rodgers laid up there and took Brett Favre's job like he stole something.
Man, Brett Favre, MVP, Super Bowl champion, and you're trying to tell me that no. They had to put Aaron Rodgers in there because Brett Favre was forcing them because he was forcing them by retiring every single chance he did. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you can give Aaron Rodgers his props. He's a good quarterback.
Man,
but, every NFL team.
Aaron Rodgers is not that guy. He's overrated.
I wouldn't say he's overrated. He puts up his numbers.
Marvin, he's overrated.
All right, Marquez. You won a game Sunday. You won 21-20 against Tennessee. Did you play well enough, or did you guys squeak that one out? Marquez, you didn't get knocked off the panel? Yeah.
No, I'm still here.
No, I asked you. I said you played a game last Sunday. You won against Tennessee 21-20. Did you guys squeak that one out? Or you dominated? Well, I wouldn't say you dominated. It was a good game.
Man, Saquon Barkley is that guy. Stop playing with me.
Marquez, they missed a 42-yard field goal at the end of the game. What you talking about? Y'all
It don't matter.
Lost.
It don't matter. We still won.
That's right. That's all that matters. Okay. your next game is at home against Carolina. You gonna win that game?
Oh, we finna smoke Baker in that. We finna smoke Bummy Baker. I want Daniel Jones to get 3. Man, we finna smoke in that Baker pack.
So you say, well, you know what? I'm gonna run this off because I want to hit you. So that's you starting off 2-0, right? That's what you telling me?
Yes.
Then you know you got your arch enemies coming into town. You got Dallas coming to town. What you say about that?
3-0. We ain't scared of Dallas. He ain't got no quarterback.
Well, I'll be damned. Well, this is the game. The next game is the game me and you gonna come back on this panel. And we're gonna have it out because the next one is my boys, the Bears, come to town.
We're spanking them Bears too, Marvin.
Oh, you starting off at 4-0.
I mean, yeah, we got the thing for it.
Man, how many fucking home games y'all got? Y'all got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight home games. That ain't right. You got home against Carolina, home against Dallas, home against Chicago.
Don't get me wrong. You can't get mad at me, Marvin, because Dak Prescott messed up his hand. That ain't my fault.
No, I'm talking about the NFL schedule makers. They gave y'all 5 straight home games.
In a row. You damn right they did.
In a row.
Oh, we're gonna have the easiest schedule, bro. This is the easiest schedule I ever been had.
Hold on, you must go on a 2-3 game road trips. Let me see. You ain't even got a 3-game road trip. What the hell? How many games y'all win last year?
4 games.
Oh, that's why they got y'all this easy ass schedule.
534.
I mean, but 5 straight home. That ain't, man. This must be there's something wrong with this.
Marvin, there's nothing wrong with it. Marvin, there's nothing wrong with it.
I ain't never seen no NFL team have no 5 straight home games.
Hey, Marvin, they do it all the time with Kansas City.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. All right. Pin number.
And you don't even have a 3-game road trip. You only got 2 2-game road trips. That don't even make sense.
What's your point?
The damn schedule makers, it seemed like they didn't made it pretty damn easy for y'all to do something. That's the point.
Marvin, first of all, let me tell you the history on the Giants. We spanked Brady twice in the same decade. We spanked Rodgers. We spanked Favre in the same decade. May I remind you on the history of the Giants being underdogs and beating teams they shouldn't have beat? Come on, man. Stop playing with me. Come on, Marvin. 5-2. 5-2. What you mean? We beat Favre and Rodgers in the same decade. We beat Favre in one playoff. We beat Rodgers in the other playoff.
I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy you whooping up on. I can't stand Aaron Rodgers' ass.
Thank you. Listen, we got an easy schedule. New York we're going to the playoffs this year.
Marquez, you ain't never heard of no NFL team having 5 straight home games. You know that.
Yes, they do. I know. Well, Marvin, we never had a 17-game season either, though, bro. So,
but 5. I don't give a damn. You 5 straight. You can put somebody in the middle of 5 games, at least one road game.
Marvin, they're giving us 2. What more do you want from us? You're just mad, Marvin, that the Eagles and the Cowboys got better rosters, but they got L's right now. L's. The Cowboys suck.
How can I?
Jalen Hurts is weak.
I ain't no Eagle or no Cowboy fan. I ain't mad about that.
They suck.
I'm just saying. I'm gonna look at the Bears.
And the Chicago Bears shouldn't have beat the 49ers this last week. There, I said it. You got lucky and barely beat the Niners.
Just like the Giants got lucky and beat Tennessee. Same
Man,
thing.
Stop it, Marvin.
You won by 1. We won by 9. You tell me which one is the closest.
I mean, do you want a cookie for that, Marvin?
No, you saying we got lucky and you didn't.
I'm just saying, Marvin. We all know whose record's going to be better at the end of the season. The Giants. You're not going to make the playoffs.
Well, we'll see about that because we coming to
Marvin. You're not.
Put our step down.
You better hope the Bulls make the playoffs.
We ain't even got we got a 3-game home stand. That's it.
Well, that's on you. But New York, the Giants, we got 5 of them boys. 5 of them.
Yeah. And let's see what you do with them. Starting with Carolina this week.
You think I'm You think we're scared of Carolina? And
You
Baker
shouldn't be.
Mayfield, I shouldn't be scared.
That's flights. That's flights homie right there.
Oh, well, I won't be distasteful and say that they're garbage because Baker Mayfield is a decent quarterback. But I'm just saying, I've been waiting for this matchup between Baker and Daniel for the last 3 years. Baker Mayfield called Daniel Jones trash, and I hope Baker Mayfield can back it up. That's all I'm saying. If you don't back it up, we're going to have a problem.
He's going to come down to the Meadowlands and light that ass up.
Who? Like who?
Baker.
All right.
Baker's
Marvin,
go to
if
work
Baker
now,
Mayfield beat us this weekend, Marvin, I will call Flight for Sports TV next week and issue an apology.
Well, you're going to have to because Baker, they lost a tough one last week, so they're looking to win their second game. They lost a tough game last week, too. So, how many wins you got the Giants doing this year, man? You kicked out, Marquez.
No, I'm not kicked out. I had to take a customer. Taking a customer.
Hang on 1 second. I'm finna bring their schedule back up because I want to hear your take on how many wins you figure since your boys is so good. And panel, I want y'all to chime in on this too. Chat, because Marquez is on here giving his take about his beloved New York Giants. So we're gonna see how many games he picked because I'm gonna give you my picks the same time you give me yours. You talking about luck, and you won that game against Tennessee on the road 21-20 on a missed field goal, but it don't matter.
That's right, Marvin. And Saquon ran it up. He ran it up.
Got the touchdown in the 2 points. He did his thing.
Right.
He run for 161. And your boy Jones threw for 188, so he wasn't lights out.
Man, stop it. We all know when he come up. We all know when he come up against what's face.
No, I'm saying with him running for 164, you can't look for Jones to throw for too much more. That's fine. All right, so you say you starting off 4-0 because your last game was against the Bears.
Yes, 4-0.
Another home game against the Packers.
Packers. We might get an L for that.
All right, 4-1. Your last home game of that 5-game stretch is home against Baltimore.
Yep. No, that's an L.
4-2. On the road at Jacksonville. What?
On the road against Jacksonville?
Yes.
That's going to be a big fat dub. Are you stupid? They suck.
5-2. On the road at Seattle.
Oh, that's definitely a dub. Definitely.
6. All right, you got yourself sitting at 6-2 going into the bye week. Don't forget that. 6-2, you say the Giants going into the bye week. Okay.
Yeah.
Home against Houston.
Like that.
Home against Houston.
Dub. It's Houston.
7-2. Home against Detroit.
Detroit ain't like that.
8-2. No. Yeah, you had to buy 8-2. On the road against the Cowboys.
Oh, dub. Because they don't get that Prescott. We don't know how long that Prescott will be back.
9-2. You get the damn Giants at 9-2. Home against Washington.
Oh, that's a dub.
You got the Giants at 10-2. Listen to this. Y'all hear this chat. Home against Philly.
L.
10-3. On the road against Washington.
Oh, dub.
11-3. On the road against Minnesota.
L.
11-4. Home against the Colts.
Against the Colts?
Yeah.
That's a dub. Matt Ryan ain't like that.
12-4, and then your last game is on the road at Philly.
At Philly? Oh, that'd probably be an L.
So you got your boys going 12-5.
Yeah.
This year.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You got me in the 6 kilogram stick? That'll work.
12-5. The New York Giants.
Yep.
Check. I hope y'all got that. Because Marquez is giving one of his old-time New York Knicks fantasy situations up in here with the Giants going 12-5. But with the schedule they got, they should do pretty well. But they are the New York Giants, so we'll see.
Come on, Marvin. Everybody gets scared when the New York Giants become relevant, man.
No, I don't believe that's true, brother.
That is true. We beat some of the best competition in the playoffs.
Yeah, in past history, yeah, you're right.
So the NFL needs the Giants to be relevant. They need us to.
Marquez, you know how your luck is. Now you going with the Giants. I don't know if that's a good thing. But if you feel you're going to be a Giants fan and you're going to be with them thick and thin, then I appreciate that. How long you been a Giants fan? Forever?
Yeah. My very first football game was Eli Manning's rookie year. So
yeah, chat. As y'all see, he had him at 12-5. CWE, I believe he's being realistic about his team. He just want them to win, just like all fans do. But 12-5, CWE. Just to let you know, Marquez, he got y'all at 8-1. I mean, Zen got you at 8-1.
that ain't bad because then it's a Cowboys fan. He's a hater. Hope he get his quarterback back.
Zen is a Cowboy fan.
Allegedly.
Wow.
He got more delusion than New York Knicks.
Well, you wrong.
I mean, let's be honest. All Cowboys fans got delusion of the New York Knicks, though. Like, they just do.
Yeah, Cowboy
They're
fans.
delusional, scrummy, and let's get on the Knicks. Knicks fans, stop it! You will never, ever, ever get SGA. So stop trying. If you couldn't get Donovan Mitchell by not giving up 3 young players and some picks, you're not gonna give up SGA because they're gonna fleece the whole house to get SGA. Come on.
Now, I tried to explain to them about that. They didn't want to hear from me. I told them, if you thought giving up what you was going to give up to get Donovan Mitchell was high,
was too much. Just wait till you actually.
Higher now. It's going to be higher.
It's going to be 12 picks to get SGA off that alone. You better not hope they ask for all your young core. They might just do it.
No, I felt that was the wrong move from the very start. If that was your goal, was to get Donovan Mitchell, then you do it. You got to make the move.
No, I mean, but you should have made the move during draft day, because you could have made this move anytime. I would have been gave up them picks, bro. Honestly, they're dumb.
Well,
and the last thing, Marv, I'm gonna say, because I am at work right now, so I'm gonna say this one last thing, and then I'm gonna get off the panel real quick, right?
Yeah. I got to roll out too.
So all my fellow Milwaukee Bucks fans right now who are getting hate because we're getting told that Giannis ain't that guy. I'm going to tell everybody this, Marvin. You think what Giannis did last season was special? Wait till you get this season. Wait till we see this season, Marvin. Giannis
You
has a
gonna put a
jump
hole
shot.
in his ass.
Giannis has a jump shot. He's actually learned how to play off ball. Something that y'all said he can never learn how to play. Right, Marvin? We'll see.
Okay. I appreciate you
And
being a
to,
Buck fan because we owe them
and
something
to
anyway.
and to all the New York Knicks fans out there, you can kiss it where the sun don't shine. And I mean that. Everybody except Flight Sports TV can kiss it where the sun don't shine. I don't like none of you New York Knicks fans. And Brooklyn, I hope they sweep you every other year. That's just being honest with you. I don't care how bad the talent is in New York. The Brooklyn Nets will always be better than the Knicks. Always.
That's a damn shame.
Always, Marvin.
Well, I just wanted, before you go, I just want to let everybody know in the chat. This is coming from a disgruntled fan, ladies and gentlemen.
No, Marvin, tell the truth. No, Marvin, I'm not a disgruntled fan. I'm a truth seeker. And my very first title of my YouTube video, Marvin, is going to be this. How can we stop the mediocrity and the toxicity and the stupidity of New York Knicks fans? That's going to be a 3-day video if I really put all the effort into it.
All fans are delusional. We all want our team to win. But then sometimes you
No,
can
Marvin,
tell.
but there's delusional and then there's New York Knicks delusional.
Well, Marquez, you might be speaking with a little bit of spite in your voice because they kind of did you wrong on those panels.
No, Marvin. I'm speaking the truth. Spite has nothing to do with it no more. Forget New York Knicks fans. They're trash. They're atrocious. They stink. And they stink so bad, Marvin. They make a Jersey Mike's taste delicious on a day when you don't want it.
Lord have mercy. So now I'm gonna suggest something to you, Marquez.
What's up?
I don't want you to go through the turmoil of not winning in the NBA and the NFL. I'm gonna suggest you listen to this. It's a guy that I've been listening to. I've been listening to this guy for about 3 years. His name is Vic DePito. He's on YouTube, and he gives all New York Giant takes after their games. He plays as the head coach. He's got his own YouTube. He's a guy out of New York. He is hilarious. You need to go listen to him. His name is Vic Petito, something like that. If you bring up Vic New York Giants, they'll give him to you. He got about 700 videos. He's a fool. This dude is funny as hell. And he talk about the Giants to the fullest. You need to hear him, brother. I suggest you go and holler at him. You at work, I know you are. 12:20 is about my bedtime, guys. Ted, you going over to your other channel tonight? I'll come over and holler at you.
All right, Marvin, we better get out of here.
All right, guys. Take care, Flight.
Peace and love, Marvin.
All right.
Flight Sports TV, man. That's my dude. I rolls with him.
You heard what the man said. It's Flight Sports TV.